What's up, guys? Welcome back to Blueclouds TV. What's up, guys? Welcome back to Blueclouds TV. Hello, everybody. Welcome back to another edition of a transfer show live brought to you by Blueclouds Media. Yes, if you're really a Chelsea fan, this is time for you to buckle up. Like I always say, hold it tight. The transfer window is delivering, drama and non-stop. Joao Felix is officially back at Chelsea Football Club, but the exit keep coming. And Newcastle is sniffing around Disasi. Plus, congratulations to Cole Palmer on his PFA award. We're going to dive into, as we have the bumper load of Chelsea FC topics on this platform. So wherever you are joining the stream from, let us know. And don't forget to keep the bell notification icon active at all time and send your comments in. We'll be very, very happy to read them for you. And also, if you have any specific question regarding today's stream, do me a favor, drop it in the comment section below as the stream goes on. Like I said, welcome back, everyone, to Blueclouds Media YouTube channel. And like I said, another live stream here on Chelsea FC show. So do not go anywhere. Stick with us, and we'll be right back in just a few seconds. So stay in there. See you soon. Welcome back again to another edition of a transfer show live on Blueclouds Media YouTube channel. We have a lot of Chelsea news for you. I said bumper load of Chelsea news, or bucket load of Chelsea news for you on this show today. We'll be discussing the Joao Felix return to Chelsea. We're going to get into the details, the breakdown, the transfer fee, and everything that is involved. And report also, we have an update on the jersey number Joao Felix will be wearing at Chelsea Football Club. So stay tuned. Do not go anywhere. Also, We're going to analyze Felix's potential impact at Chelsea this season. Fan Q&A questions. So send your comments in, viewers. Lovely choice, viewers. So send your comments in. And also, we'll be talking about Conor Gallagher. Gallagher departure, Sterling and Chilwell's brochure, and also Humphreys' departure away from the football club. Chelsea and Chilwell's future. We're going to look into a recap of Enzo Maresca's comment and their potential exit. Broja, finally, he has made a move to Ipswich Town. We're going to look into the details and how Broja can impact in Ipswich Premier League season. Also, Humphreys to Burnley is official. He has signed for Burnley Football Club. So more. There's a lot more. Disasi interest to join. Newcastle wanted another player from Chelsea Football Club. Chelsea have done all their dealings. Now they're gonna focus on outgoing players. So those are the news. Those are the topics that we'll be delving into, looking into it, and how Chelsea can sell almost about 10 players in this transfer window. Is it possible? So we'll look into that. So Stephen G is here with me as usual. Like I said, a lot of news, and I can go through all the news by myself. My man himself, who is here with me, we're going to dissect it, go through it, and then give us our view on this latest transfer news. Stephen, welcome back again to the show, brother.
Yeah, we're back again, as always. It's good to be back as always as well, of course. And yeah, another busy day on the transfer front for Chelsea.
How's the weather like?
Very cloudy, looks like it's got rain, so I guess you could say typical England.
You need it. Don't you need that rain?
Oh, bro, I prefer the rain over the boiling hot weather.
But it doesn't help. Right after a couple hours time and the heat sets in, then the humidity becomes very serious because you're gonna see
the heat does my head in, like honestly.
Rising. But anyway, guys, we have a lot of news to talk about on the show, so do not go anywhere. Stick to you. Gotta find a seatbelt, buckle yourself up tight in your seat, so we can go through these dealings and interesting news coming from Chelsea AFC. And but where do we start from? We're gonna go down to Ryan. I wouldn't say Ryan Sterling. I won't start with Ryan Sterling, but I will start with Joao Felix. Joao Felix is the name. I'll start from him. I don't know what your thoughts are, Steven. Felix is in. Yesterday we did talk about Felix. Where is Chelsea really going to play Felix? And how do Chelsea really need him? We did talk about all this, but finally, I think that there's been some stuff going on regarding Jesse, the jersey number that he'll be wearing, and some other things. Take us through, Steven.
Yeah. So, what bit do you want to start with, Felix specifically, or the stuff with the jersey numbers? Because that links with Felix. That's to do with Felix as well.
Yeah, we'll start with Felix transfer details again. Some of the viewers were not here yesterday, so transfer dealings. Yeah.
So the deal is about £44.5 million, and Atletico Madrid will have a sell-on clause on the deal. So any potential future sale Chelsea make, Atletico Madrid get a cut from that. They get a percentage from that deal. So the same thing happened with Gallagher going the other way. Different transfer fee, but instead of add-ons, there's a sell-on percentage. So both clubs have said we won't do add-ons. We'll just do sell-on percentages. So look, I can't complain. I'd rather we have a sell-on percentage than we have add-ons anyway, to be honest with you.
But
because add-ons, you can get 5 million. Say you got, I don't know, 10% sell-on clause, yeah? If they sell the player for 5 million, you're still getting that. But if they manage to get more than that for him, you're getting more money anyway. And look, okay, it might be only a couple million, whatever, but look, every bit of money is helpful, especially with how the FFP rules are. It makes it so strict and so difficult that any amount of money you can get is always going to be beneficial.
I agree. I agree. I agree with you, Stephen G. Thank you very much. We are on. We're discussing the Joao Felix situation right now. He's moved to Chelsea. We see the return of Joao Felix, the Portuguese international, still very very young. I think age 24. He's at 24 years.
24,
He's
correct.
yeah, he's in his prime. We saw him at Chelsea, but we don't want to criticize Joao Felix or justify his position on his first loan spell at Chelsea Football Club. There's two different things. Loan and a permanent move is two different things. Your attitude, your behavior towards a loan move and your attitude and behavior towards a permanent deal is different. So maybe we're going to end up seeing the best out of Ryan Sterling on a permanent move. He's got nothing to worry about his return to Atletico Madrid. When he was at Barcelona, he has so much of that in his mind that at the end of the season, if Barcelona doesn't sign me, it means I have to return to Atletico Madrid. Not anymore. He's at Chelsea, so he has to secure his future. He has to make sure he found a spot in the team, and that's what he'll be working towards. He has to work very, very hard. And I understand it's a long-term contract, but I believe that Joao Felix knows what's at stake in terms of world football, and he wants to make a mark in association football. So he will work hard towards that. But before we get into any more details of the transfer deal of Raheem Sterling, let's acknowledge our friends and family, viewers, everyone, wherever you're coming from to watch this stream. Phantom of Many Topics said the first to like the video and said that Felix does not impress me much, but he is better signing than Enzo Fernandez.
Not even the same position, so I'm not going to dignify it with a response.
The next West signing in CFC is a history behind Romelu Lukaku. That's how Phantom says it. Thank you very much, Mr. Phantom of the topic. Then big up to our man himself, Alpha. Alpha is joining us. He said a big up to Nee and Steven, the dynamic duo. Nee rocking the suit, looking very, very. Was that Suvi? Is that Suvi? Is that what it mean?
Huh?
What's the trans? Suave. What does it mean?
I don't know how to explain it, but we have finally got a slight Lukaku update. Nothing significant, but a slight one from Romano.
All right, then and drop it then.
Lukaku deal expected to happen. Napoli are advancing in talks. The director will meet Chelsea in London in next 24 hours to proceed and find final solution. All parties involved expect Lukaku to become Napoli player in the next days. Hallelujah.
Try and send that to me, Steven. Send that to me.
I'm doing it now. My friend literally just sent it to me. I hadn't seen it. I'm sending it to you, Discord now.
Okay. Thank you very much. I've got that. I'll work on that for maybe tomorrow's stream or maybe later today's stream if I have to. But thank you guys. Let me know wherever you guys are watching. We got 6 of us watching live on YouTube. I think the algorithm really like Lukaku. Without Lukaku, it doesn't trigger it. I've seen it. YouTube. Doing your own thing, man. Doing your own thing. All right, so Joao Felix is the guy. He is at Chelsea at this moment. We're going to talk about Conor Gallagher. Finally, signed for Atletico Madrid. The details of the deal and also the future of Ben Chilwell and Mr. I almost said it again. Mr. Raheem Sterling, not Joao Sterling. Mr. Raheem Sterling. And big up to Makeem in the building. Makeem, big up to you. He says, big up, Neem. Big up to the chat. Big up to yourself, too. Big up to all our viewers and followers on X as well. So, Stephen, we're still discussing Mr. Felix deal. And Stephen said the percentage of sell-on clause is much more, even more better than, buyback.
No, we don't know. We don't know the percentage at the moment for either the Gallagher deal or the Felix deal. We don't know the percentages. Ornstein just classed it as undisclosed, so it's not been disclosed to anybody how much that percentage is for either deal.
I don't know what you guys think of this deal. There is no, buyback clause on it, but it's a sell-on clause. So if Chelsea in the future sells Joao Felix, it means that Atletico Madrid will make a
Yeah,
certain
percentage.
percentage of the money, whatever they sell them for. Whatever
Hmm.
Chelsea get, Atletico Madrid will retain some money, and also whatever Atletico Madrid sell Conor Gallagher for, it means that Chelsea will also retain
Yeah,
some money. They'll
percentage.
get some money. It's a percentage that they will acquire from it, but we don't know the details of percentage yet. We'll keep you guys updated on that as every day as we come over here to stream. Phantom Alpha, big up to you. Said Gallagher doesn't walk into is it Tor Atletico team. They have it says they have Koke,
Conte,
Tor,
Doku, and Lorente.
Lorente ahead of him. You want to read it?
Um, he has to prove himself to play, but for sure, Simeone personally asked for him.
Thank you very much. Makim said a Gallagher versus Gavi is going to be interesting. Gallagher versus Gavi is going to be very, very interesting. See, this is the reason why this season I'll be watching more of a Spanish La Liga. Last season I did
Gallagher versus
watch,
Jude Bellingham.
yeah, I did watch almost about 30% of La Liga, but this time it has to be almost about 60%. Yeah, because La Liga, most of their games a bit late compared to the English game because of where they stream. They stream on the ESPN, so some of the games are a bit late. So I'll get a chance to watch more La Liga. I'll get a chance to watch more Scottish League, and then also the Premier League. That would be the most priority for me. Premier League, La Liga, and maybe the French league. But La Liga will be my second most watched league this year. But thank you guys. Let me know if you have any wonderful question regarding the topics already that we've gone through. We'll be discussing the Conor Gallagher, we're discussing Joao Felix and Jesse Number. We'll be going into the Jesse Number. Also, another report that we had earlier on, the Ryan Sterling Jesse Number has been taken
It's not
away
even
from
reports, though. It is official. It's from the club website. It wasn't even a report. Just people were
official.
looking on the club website. They found the information, and then it got posted all over social media. And when the club announced the Joao Felix deal, well, not his deal, his number, I should say, they also announced Pedro Neto number change as well. However, for anyone who did already buy a Neto shirt, the club did say that you could exchange it.
Oh, for a different Jesse Number.
For his new number. So if you got a Neto, what number was he? 18 or 19? Then you can exchange it for the Neto number 7 shirt.
But how does that work? What if the person have already wear the jersey and spill it and has spills like coffee or whatever on that jersey? How does
The
it
club
change
won't
it?
go sell it though. The club won't sell it because it's a different number. So just take it, give you a new one, and get rid of the old one.
Oh, they'll take it from you.
Yeah, so you go, you give them the old one if you've got a receipt, for example,
Mhm.
and then they'll give you basically the same one but the new number
All
because
right,
they
so
can't
guys,
sell the old number.
yeah, watch out for it, guys. Watch out. I haven't bought a jersey for a long time. The last time I bought a jersey was Mason Mount jersey, the one that looks like a Crystal Palace one.
I
So I
think the
have
last one
another
I
one.
bought was 3 years ago.
I have another one there. But this year, I love this jersey. So I'm going to buy two jerseys, Real Felix. I'm going to buy Felix, and I'm going to buy Neto. I'll buy it to Jackson. I'll never buy Jackson until he starts scoring goals. I don't want to look like Jackson. No, not right now. But anyway, Alpha said the sale of Conor Gallagher to Atletico Madrid was Chelsea's third highest ever. Absolutely, I also have that ever, yeah, ever Chelsea's highest ever for former academy players at Stamford Bridge. Can you name the top one? The top one. I'll
Top
go Mason
two.
Mount. It shouldn't be far off. Mason Mount.
There's another one.
Mason Mount would be the one that I can remember. The second one will be
Hmm.
hmm,
I'm trying to think now.
Is it
So it was.
Tammy
So it was
Abraham?
the third highest.
Third
I
highest.
can't
Third
remember how
highest.
much this one was.
If third
Wait,
highest is
it'd be Ian Martson, won't it?
Matson is 30.
Yeah, no, but Mount was the only one that was higher than that. I'm pretty sure it's I think it's Mount Martson and then it's Gallagher. I just thought because Martson's what 37.5 million.
No, yeah,
Mount was
Gallagher.
55 million.
How much is Gallagher?
About 34, I think.
34.
Yeah.
Okay, Matson was cheaper than that. Matson was 30.
Wait, no, Martson. No, Martson was like 38, 39, I'm sure.
Oh, yeah, Ryan said yes, it's Matson. Thank you very much, Ryan. Ryan, for the update. Ryan said
So
yes.
we've done our second and third highest academy sales in the same window.
The same way. Yeah, in one window. Yeah. Swedish, big up to you, Swedish, my man, representing live in the distance. He said Enzo Maresca clearly say he didn't see Sterling and being in his squad. He say players can clearly go or struggle to find players place. So he said, well,
So
please
haters, this
don't
answer
hate
for
this.
our coach. I think he means from our coach, but I get what he means.
Yeah. Alpha said it's not Tammy Abraham. Okay, yes, it's Matson. Thank you very much, Matson. Manchester United is interested in Ben Chilwell, sell him and sell him for a good price, according to him.
I think
Mohammed
Tyler's head
Lahar.
would get hot if we did that because we already sold them Mount, and then we got to sell them. If we sell them Chilwell, they've got 2 injury-prone left backs. And one would be Luke Shaw, and one would be Ben Chilwell. They never have a fit left back.
They're never gonna have a fit left back. I'd be happy if
Don't
the
get me
deal
wrong, I
goes
don't want
through.
any player to get injured. It would just be quite funny for them to go, oh, we got Luke Shaw, who's always injured. Let's go and get Ben Chilwell, who's always injured.
That'll be. I don't know. Whoever will authorize that signing has a lot of questions to answer, in my opinion. Mohammed, thank you very much. Mohammed, let me know where you're watching the stream from. Oh, let me know, Mohammed Lahal. I'm sure that is the name. Mohammed, thank you very much for joining us on the show today. Phantom is back on the stream. Welcome, G. Welcome to you too, my brother. It says Joao Felix. Welcome to Chelsea. Welcome to Chelsea. Welcome to Chelsea, Joao Felix, according to Mohammed. Yes, the guy will cook. Let's all pray. Let's all support the team. That's all we have as a fan. All we got to do is to support the team. We don't pay these players. Their job is to play football, but they need our support. We have to be the number 12 person at the football pitch. At the football pitch, just like when you go to Anfield. Liverpool fans does it every season. The going becomes very tough, but the third person will rise and score the goal, which is the fans. The fans keep pushing and pushing and pushing and pushing until they get the last goal, the goal that they needed to get out 3 points. And we have to make Stamford Bridge a fortress again, like it was 10 years ago, 20 years ago. And the man himself, the legend, Jose Mourinho, under the legend, Carlo Ancelotti, under the legend, who I think again names can I mention Gus Hindies, Avon Grant, and I was even say Liverpool manager.
Please tell me you didn't just call Avram Grant a legend.
Avon Grant. Avon Grant is a legend, Ryan. Not a legend of Chelsea Football Club, but a legend as a manager. That's what I'm trying to say. Yeah, Avon Grant has been. He did beat though. He did beat. He did good. He made Stamford Bridge a very difficult place to go and win the game under Avon Grant. He did a good job with Chelsea. But as Phantom said, we should give Man United Benchua for what salvage value, according to Phantom mini topic. Thank you very much. Swally said that I am very happy to see that we are slowly making squad small by selling players and loan to other football clubs. Absolutely. if you listen to Enzo Maresca's press conference, he did mention even during preseason, he had 25 man to work with. He wasn't working with the numbers that publicly some media house are making it to be. That's the number. He said he's been working with 20 to 21 players. I think it says yesterday he did work with 21 players. Today he's working with 20 players. I stand a point of correction if I'm wrong. Stephen, was that a statement from Enzo Maresca?
So again, sorry?
He said he's been working during preseason. He's been working with 25 players, and yesterday he did work with 21 players.
Something like that. He said yesterday we worked with. I think he said yesterday was 21 players. Today was 20 players. But Sterling and Ben Chilwell were training on their own. I've also just seen a report come out. I'm not sure the reliability, but apparently Raheem Sterling's training at home.
We'll get to Raheem Sterling. Keep all the information with you, Stephen. We'll get to Raheem Sterling. All right, so Stephen, let's talk about the Jesse numbers right now and what the reports are saying. Let's move on from Raheem Sterling. Mohammed said, Joao Felix, welcome to Chelsea. Next, Victor Osimhen from Sierra Leone. Okay, Sierra Leone. Big up to our Sierra Leonean brothers and sisters that support Chelsea and even love football. Big up to everyone out there. And Mohammed, big up to yourself. You are a legend. And be part of our community each and every time. And also do not forget, be part of it. Any time we go live, tune in and listen to the update and discussion. And you can have a chance to come on and talk to us if you want to. So go ahead, Stephen. Go for it.
Yeah, so Neto's number has changed. Neto is now officially Chelsea's number 7. And Joao Felix is Chelsea's number 14. Joao Felix, if I am not mistaken, wore the number 14 at Barcelona last season as well.
Okay. So Felix wore 14, Neto wears
7.
Number 7.
7. So number 7 was Raheem Sterling, and number 14 was Trevor Chalobah.
Should be all right. Okay. Swedish said that I'm working with only I'm working with only 23 to 25 players after players. It doesn't know what the players are doing. So Swedish is sending us a comment here. I'm trying to understand everything that he's saying. He says I'm working with only 23 to 25 players.
So what it was the quote was essentially about we don't have 42 players. I'm working with a group of about 25 players. I don't see the other 15, 20 players. I don't see them. I'm working with 25 players.
Oh yeah, I remember that's what he said. Yeah. I've got.
He was basically having a dig at the media, saying, "You say I've got this, but are they Chelsea players? Yes, but are they working with me? No." That's basically what he's saying. Yes, we got this many senior players. However, I'm not working with those. I'm working with a smaller group of 25 or whatever it was.
Okay. Alpha said, quick trivia question. Which Chelsea player has the most appearance for the club? Lampard, Terry, or Check? Lampard, Terry, or Check? I'll say Frank Lampard. No, I'll say John Terry. John Terry.
Lampard,
John Terry will be Check will be second, Lampard will be third in that order. It's Terry. Steven,
I'm going to go.
Don't check it now. Don't check it.
I'm not checking.
What's your answer?
I'm going to go Terry first. He was here the longest.
Yeah.
Then Lampard and then Czech, because Lampard joined quite early. Lampard joined before Czech. So I'm going to say Lampard was here longer. He left, around about the same time as Czech? Mm-hmm. So I'd go Terry, Lampard, Czech.
Yeah. Alpha said
Also,
the
you got to
correct
remember,
answer is Lampard.
check when he had his head injury, missed a very long time as well.
He said the correct answer is Lampard. It's not. It's not Terry.
Can't be. It's
No,
got. It's got.
it
It's
can
got.
be. No, it has to be checked. No, it has to be Terry because Terry and John Terry has been here way younger before Lampard joined Chelsea.
I'm checking this now.
So it could. His alpha so the correct answer is Lampard. Really?
I'm looking it up now.
Swedish said, "Come on, it's Terry." I believe it's John Terry, but this is weird. It's Terry. I'm joking. Okay. He's joking. He says it's Terry.
Wow.
Yeah. It's Terry. No, don't worry yourself. It's Terry. Alpha is just messing with our brains over here.
I'm too tired for this.
Come on, Alpha. Stop that over there. All right, Stevie G, if you're joining us here on Blueclouds Media YouTube channel live, we're discussing the rumors and transfers of the current news on Chelsea FC and some important association news. And do not forget, we'll be talking about the PFA Young Player Award that took place yesterday. Cole Palmer emerged as the young player of PFA Young Player, and also there are so many question marks. We'll be talking about the PFA 11 players. The 11 names came out. Cole Palmer's name was not in, so I don't understand it. And if you look at some of the players in that list, there are a lot of question marks. I'm not surprised that they made the players voted themselves. I don't think that's right. It should have been coaches voting for this, and even the coaches sometimes you can even have the same problem. But I don't know why we should have. We'll talk about that when the time comes. We'll talk about it. We get a time. Time on our side to discuss all those topics as we are here. So we've discussed Joao Felix return to Chelsea. We'll be moving on to Conor Gallagher. Mr. Ryan, Conor Gallagher, Mr. Steven. We'll be talking about Conor Gallagher now, who is next on our list. Finally, details of his deal, Steven. If you can take us through that.
I've got to try and find them, but it won't take me long. If I go to here, it's not gonna let me search that way, is it?
All right. Well, Steven is searching that, guys. Don't forget to Blueclouds Media is live. My name is Nate Zhang with my co-host Steven G. So wherever you're watching us from, if you already know, then you have to bother yourself to send it. But if I don't know where exactly you're watching us from, do me a favor, drop it in the comment section below. Beloved, be smart, stay in there, hang in there. And Blueclouds Media, we'll be right back in just a second. Adios. Welcome back, folks. Welcome back, lovely, cheers viewers of this platform. Steven, you can go for the details of Conor Gallagher's move to Atletico Madrid.
Yeah. So the Gallagher one, per David Ornstein, is that the clubs agreed a deal worth 42 million euros, which is 35.8 million British pounds. It includes an undisclosed sell-on clause, which we touched on before. Both deals, the Felix one and Gallagher, both have undisclosed sell-on clauses, but they're both around about the same fee, about 35 million. So the Gallagher one specifically is 35.8 million pounds, and then a sell-on clause for Chelsea.
35.8 million pounds looks like a good deal. Full profit, 100% profit going to Chelsea's pocket right now. There's a lot of vast number of academy players. We can't keep all of them. Some of them have to go, and if Chelsea need them in the future, Chelsea can bring them back. We don't have to be too emotional because a specific player is leaving the football club. But we have to be concerned about the future of that player who is leaving. I think that's the most important thing that I'll try and describe this. I think that YouTube algorithm like Lukaku. So any news from Lukaku really trend. Today's news is not really moving. But thanks to each and every one of you, over 80 people that subscribed to our platform yesterday. Wonderful people. A phantom of many topics. Alpha said yes, Stephen. Correct. It's hit those like and to subscribe to this great channel. Thank you very much. And if you guys are listening, watching, yeah, lots of fans over here. Liverpool fans are here. Manchester United fans are here. All these fans are in, and that's what I want to make this platform. Every fan is welcome to Blueclouds Media YouTube channel. So we're still on discussing the latest, and the next one we'll be talking about Ryan Sterling. We'll be talking about Ben Chilwell's future as it's been hanging in the air. We're gonna talk more on what is Chelsea doing with Ryan Sterling, and I want to hear the other side. I kind of like a little bit more relaxed on Sterling and put so much pressure on the club because I felt like the club did not do the right thing. What were they doing with Sterling? But there are other twists in terms of these news. Chelsea have also made it clear Enzo Maresca is doing the right thing in terms of how he is managing Ryan Sterling. If realized that Sterling cannot be part of his plan, so the best thing for Sterling is to move on. And as Steven even said, the jersey number has been taken down from the store. So anyone that bought a jersey this season, Ryan Sterling name on it, you get what I'm saying? They're probably gonna reimburse you, give you your money back. You take the jersey.
I don't think they will for the Sterling one. I know for the Pedro Neto one they will.
Okay, so Steven, we're gonna talk about
At least that's what I read. I think it's been confirmed as well that they would do that.
All right. Thank you very much, Stephen G. So we're going to talk about also Disasi's link to Newcastle United. Then the Sterling situation also coming. Also, we can talk about that one at the same time whilst we're here. But big up to you, DJ Subs. So big up me, Stephen, and the chat, everyone there. Big up to you, too, Sir DJ. Sir DJ. That'll be nice, isn't it? You can call him Sir DJ. Sir DJ. But, okay. So we'll move on. We'll move on from there. Ben Chilwell, Steven. Ben Chilwell and Sterling. How should Chelsea manage these two players in terms of leaving the football club? What should be the right destination for Ben Chilwell?
Whoever wants to buy him. That's the simple answer. I don't know, to be honest with you, because it's obviously very difficult. Because obviously certain clubs will have interest, right? We know this. Certain clubs have interest in players, but they'll wait until late in the window where the selling club is potentially desperate to get rid of them. And people will see the reports of Chelsea have 40 players, even SBS, and go, okay, we'll wait. And then later in the window, maybe on deadline day, we'll put an offer in that's a lowball offer, whether that's Chilwell, Sterling, or any other player. Kepa, like just any name you can think of, right?
Right.
And then they'll probably have to accept it. That'll be how other clubs are viewing the situation.
Would this be a good signing for Manchester United? Would Ben Chilwell be a good signing for Manchester United? Looking at
No, because of his injury history, instantly is a issue.
So where would you prefer he goes? Abroad, where the intensity is a little bit more minimized compared to the Premier League?
Probably, if I'm being honest, yeah. But it's also partially down to him. Like, if an offer comes in from abroad, he doesn't have to accept it if he don't want to. That's one of the big issues. Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah. And guys, if you're watching this live, there's been an update on Romelu Lukaku from Fabrizio Romano. Romelu Lukaku deal expected to happen as Napoli advance in talk with Chelsea Football Club. Napoli director will meet with Chelsea in London in the next 24 hours to proceed and try find final solution. All parties involved expect Lukaku to become new Napoli player in the next days. So that is report coming from Fabrizio Romano on the update on Romelu Lukaku. I think we're going to put this thing up on tomorrow. So tomorrow's stream is all going to be about Romelu Lukaku. It looks like Lukaku and Osimhen name triggers the algorithm, and that's what is going on right now. So you have to follow the trend. You have to follow the trend. Although we can make the stream, we come over here and talk about other news. But Lukaku and Osimhen will be the most focal point of our streaming till this the transfer window come to an end. All right, so Scala United, big up to my man Scala in the building. Says that we made a mistake with Mount. We ain't buying another Chelsea reject coming from Scala.
Are you sure about that?
DJ said, I think the owners could have handled both situation differently, especially for the Chilwell situation has won as and Sterling for what he has achieved in his career.
Sterling made his bed with that statement.
I mean, if you look at those two players, all of them have said I've done a lot for English football in terms of the national team and the football club as a whole. Sterling, to me, what has he really done? But I know, like DJ said, they should have handled the situation very well. And I blame both sides. Sterling's camp did not do a good job on it. Chelsea side also did not do a good job of it. They should know. I think that Enzo Maresca had Raheem Sterling in mind until the interest of Neto came in. Then things went the other way. That's how I feel. I feel like he had Raheem Sterling in mind to use him this season, but since the Neto deal opened up, he said, "Okay, I can use Neto. I can get much more end product from Neto than Sterling. Or I'm going to put Sterling on the side." That's why I felt like it did not go very well from Enzo Maresca and Chelsea Football Club. But
it's definitely possible.
Yeah. You talk. Oh, I thought you.
No, I was just saying it's definitely possible that that's what's going on.
Yeah, that's what is going on. So I feel very bad. But I mean, let's put ourselves into Enzo Maresca's shoes. DJ Sav, Scala, everyone in there, put yourself in those shoes and say, okay, the season is about to start, and all of a sudden the window has opened. All of a sudden you heard that Osimhen is available to come to Chelsea. Will you keep Jackson? If you know Osimhen is better than Jackson, would you keep Jackson? I'm sure you wouldn't, right? So that is the situation right now. You've had the plans, Jackson is going to be in there, but all
Wait,
of a
how does
sudden,
that relate to the Sterling thing though? Because you said put yourself in Sterling's shoes.
No, put yourself in Enzo Maresca's shoes. And I said, if you are starting your season and you have Jackson in mind,
you said put yourself in Sterling's shoes. I swear.
I said both. I did not hear myself saying Sterling's shoes, but I'm sure I did talk about Enzo Maresca's shoes as well. But one way or the other, Steven, you understand what I'm saying?
Maybe and maybe not. Okay.
Okay. Mascala said that it's not charity DJ being the what? The scraps. Ben the scraps.
United will go become our next charity, just like Arsenal.
Swati said everything is against us referees, football experts, and now PFA don't put in Sterling 11 after young PFA player of
the PFA team of the year is voted by the players, and I think we're getting onto that in a minute. So I won't say my whole stance on it. I will just clarify that it is apparently voted for by the players, so by his peers in the Premier League.
Yeah, I think that did not go on well. It didn't go on well. The way the voting, and that's something also we'll be talking about. It's not right. It's not right. A Swedish said that if Lukaku, I think Scala said that way of operating is very, very different. Different to Glazers. Okay, in his opinion, the way we operate now is a bit different. I think I've dropped the link and let me pin it.
Yeah,
so I don't have to do it again. Swati said if Lukaku deal doesn't happen, can't wait for team.
Can we terminate the contract? No.
Oh,
because then we're making a massive loss.
I said can't wait. Can we terminate the contract?
Yeah.
Lukaku. No, you cannot do that. No way. I
No,
will prefer Mark McGee than Jackson. From Swedish. Thank you very much, Swedish.
was
Alpha
that
said a quick
Brexit?
trivia question. Another one. It says, "Who is Chelsea's younger? Is the youngest ever captain? Ray Watkins,
Ray
David
Wilkins, David
Wise,
Wise, John Terry, or
Jim
Mason Mount? John Terry, isn't it?
Mason Mount."
No. Swear it's John Terry.
I think it's Mason Mount.
Mm-mm.
We'll figure it out. We'll figure that out. DJ Sap said, it's not about being a charitable scholar. It's about professionalism coming from scholar. Oh, DJ's here. Here you go. DJ's right there.
That timing.
Right timing, yeah. Big up to you, sir, DJ.
Big up, guys. What's going on?
Not much. We just going through the latest.
Oh wait, just
developments of
quick,
Chelsea
yeah.
news.
I've just remembered that it isn't John Terry, is it?
No, I didn't say John. I said Mason Mount. Who did you
That's
say
not-
it is? Watkins?
I think it's Wilkins. Was Wilkins not 18 when he was captain, no?
Yes,
17 or 18.
He was 18.
And John
Cool.
Terry was about 20, 21, something like that, I think.
Something like that, yeah. I think
And
21.
how
I
old
think
was
John Terry
Mason Mount? How old was Mason Mount?
Mason Mount.
Mount probably 22.
Okay.
Yeah, I think he was about that.
So it's gonna be Ray Watkins.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Alpha said Ray Watkins. Thank you very much
Yeah,
for
youngest
Alpha
ever
your
captain.
trivia questions. Interesting trivia question. DJ,
Yeah, bro.
welcome back to the
Big
show
up.
again, and tell us about your day before we get into
Yeah.
any other news here.
Yeah, bro. It was just as always work, mate. Just got back about 15 minutes ago. Just come back, relaxing, chilling. Now saw you guys on and thought I'd just jump on and say what's happening and then join in with the discussion.
Thank you very much for having you on. Scala, are you also welcome back to the show, Scala?
Yeah, am I audible?
Big up,
What was
Scala.
it? Yeah.
Yeah, big up, big up. Yeah, I do have lots of things to talk about. Especially, I just finished watching your manager's press conference, and I don't really watch a press conference like that. About half an hour ago, and I have lots to say about it.
Okay.
We probably can get into it. Yeah.
No problem. Scala, don't run away from me like you did yesterday. You were
Yeah, yesterday my audio was bugging out, so no issues
okay.
today.
Today you sound perfect. I hope it stays like that to the end of the stream. Thank you, Scala, for joining us here. DJ, let's go to DJ and let's hear what DJ have to say regards to the treatment of Ben Chilwell and Raheem Sterling. DJ, over to you.
Yeah, I know. Listen, for me, look, whatever Raheem Sterling's misdemeanors are, I know people have not liked him at Chelsea. He's never ever been the same player that he was at Manchester City, and I get the frustrations with him and stuff. But you still can't take away from the fact that this guy's had an excellent career, and what he's achieved and won in the game. And I always believe that when you're letting players like that leave, or you want to leave to get out of the football club. I mean, I thought the way we handled the whole Mason Mount situation was bad. I know what he did as well, going. Well, I think the only thing got me with the Mason Mount situation is he took his dad. His dad actually went to Manchester United, said, "I want my son to be joining here." I've done all that kind of thing, but But the thing with again, I thought that was a bit about the way how the club treated him, and up until then, I thought wasn't Guy either. And I just feel that we've got this situation when we seem to be letting players leave. We should always earn. I always believe you try to leave on good terms with your football club, and whatever Raheem Sterling's downfalls are, and the same with Ben Chilwell as well. You've got to remember what these guys have achieved in the game, and they're not. It's not like they're any old players. They're internationals. I mean, they were internationals, England internationals as well, and you can't for me, you can't treat players like that, regardless of how you may feel about them. And the reason why I put Lukaku differently to it, and I'll give you a reason why with Lukaku in it, is because the guy actually went out and done an interview that he should not have gone and done, and that is why a lot of the Chelsea fans couldn't stand what he did. Yeah, whereas with the likes of Raheem Sterling, okay, people can go on about what he put out, about his statement he put out. But apparently he was told on Friday, if you heard Maresca's press conference, that he said he wasn't very much going to be part of his plans, and he may have to look. He may not be able to offer him the minutes as he may want. So you can understand. Okay, he should not have put that statement out. I can understand the frustrations coming from the Chelsea fans, but at the same time, still for me, I always believe any players that have won things. Okay, maybe Sterling has not won anything for Chelsea, but certainly Ben Chilwell has. You try to earn it on good terms, not bad terms. Do you know what I mean? That's how I look at it anyway. It's cool. For me, it's just called being professional. That's all it is. I don't know how you guys. I don't know what your guys' take is on it. Maybe you might have different views and opinions, but that's just my take on things. That's all.
Thank you very much. Let's go to Scala. Scala, how about you with the situation right now? Do you think
Yeah, I
that
mean,
Chelsea
look,
hasn't handled this situation very well?
yeah. No, I have a very completely opposite view of it. I think
Okay.
if you are a manager and I am an owner, my manager is my champion, not the players. Players are replaceable employees for me. But manager, I have to give all the power to the manager. Otherwise, what's the point of appointing one? You know, because he is the one who has to get the best out of these players. These players, whatever happens to them, they are going to get their money. And if they are playing or not playing, Sterling is still going to earn his 350K. He still has 3 years left on his contract, and Chelsea, if they have to cancel it, they have to give him 70 million, 16 million per season. So I don't think you owe anything to him. And regarding the professionalism, for me, I mean, look, I do respect his career, but he hasn't done anything for your club. And this is what I respected most about Chelsea, is that they, especially under Roman, they knew what time it was. Especially when you were not performing, Chelsea will kick you out. And it was all about trophies. And this is what the top clubs do. If you look at Real Madrid, they don't care about emotional and all that professional nonsense. That's why they win stuff. That's why you have won second most trophies in the last 15 years after Man City. I feel that tradition, especially at Chelsea, should carry on, regardless of who the owners are. And look, the press conference was 18 minutes long. That is very unusual because most of them was like 6 to 7 minutes, and I watched the whole of it, and I can clearly say, like, I have become a massive fan of this Enzo guy because he took every question and answered every question perfectly, in my opinion. I mean, he already had the answers before the question was finished. That just shows how clear cut he is regarding what he wants. He says that you guys are saying we have 42 players, but I'm only training 21. Whatever happens to the rest of the 21 is not my business. Whether they are on 6 years, 7 years contract or 20 years, it's not my problem. The 21 I have, those are the only ones I care about.
Mhm.
And vis-a-vis, that means he cares about these players. He thinks these players are best for Chelsea Football Club. And that's it. For me, that's the discussion ends. Whether Sterling is not playing or Chilwell is not playing, that's the manager's prerogative. He should be given the power to make that decision. And he has made it. And there was one journalist who asked him, like, did you give Sterling a fair chance before making this decision? And he answered that question brilliantly. He said that he didn't say that I gave or I didn't give. He gave an example. He said that in preseason, I there were 3 games. I don't know which games he mentioned. One of them was Wrexham. I played a youth player. Second one I played Madueke, and the third game I played Sterling. I gave all of these players a fair chance, and in my opinion, he's not my style of winger. So if he has said that, I think everyone should be backing the manager. That's my whole thing on this, because he's the one your board has trusted to
Yeah.
bring success to Chelsea, and I think he has done well, man. I really watched his press conference. He just reminds me a lot of Ragnick. There is no BS. There is no sugarcoating or reading between the lines. Everything is clear cut, and I think that's what the manager should be. There was a very odd question about this Enzo Fernandez being vice captain or captain, and he has clearly said that like all of the players on the field are captains to me, but only one can wear the armband. So I have given it to him. It's not like he's answering anything politically or diplomatically. He's made his decision, and in my humble opinion, you don't owe anything to Sterling or Chilwell or even Reece James. These players play for your club, and when they are gone, when their careers are over, the club will stand, and these players will be gone. So yeah, that's my thought, man. I'm not into all this professionalism and emotional nonsense.
I mean, well
He's
said.
very to the point, is basically what you're saying. and I think that hits the nail on the head perfectly.
Right.
Like you said, right? He was asked about the opportunities, that
Yeah.
people got. He gave Tyreek George the first game, right?
Yeah. George, you
You,
mentioned George.
the thing that I said, when we saw the preseason squad get announced, I straight away looked at it. I went, okay, Tyreek George is there. He's the youngster he was on about. Then there was Josh Champong, or whatever the pronunciation is, which
That's
is one
correct.
of our young academy defenders, right? They were the only two youngsters outside of a couple of our goalkeepers that went on that preseason tour. That says everything to me. That says I've seen them in training at Cobham. I like what I've seen in training. They're the ones that have impressed me out, the young players. They're the young players that go get a chance. They're the ones that could potentially break into this team and get opportunities this season, whether that be Conference League, FA Cup, Carabao Cup, or even if they impress in that, maybe they get minutes in the Prem if we got injuries and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
Like, he clearly knows what he wants. And Sterling, when he put the statement out, obviously thought he was going to get sympathy because people felt bad for how Gallagher and Chalobah got treated,
Yeah.
But the situation's not the same. Brother, you're on like 350 grand a week. You got left out of one squad and you're putting out a statement. Like, that's pathetic. Set an example. If you've been told you're not in the manager's plans, you're not in the manager's plans. End of. Finished. The manager gets to say, should get to say, whatever, on who he thinks are the best players for him and his system. He's decided you're not in it. Your contract length and your wage is irrelevant because you don't suit how he wants to play, and he's not going to be one of these managers who's going to shoehorn you in just because of your contract, just because of your age, just because of what you've done in your past, just because of your wage, all this stuff. He's straight to the point, and it's perfect. Bro, I said it earlier, because I saw the thing about he replied to him like, I'm just honest. You might think I'm brutal, but I'm just being honest. And at the end of the day, he's already said that he said to Chilwell, like, you're not going to get minutes. He's said it today that he said the same thing to Sterling. And then he also followed that up by saying that if he wants to have another conversation talking about Raheem Sterling, I'll tell him exactly what I've already told him. And that's fair because I've already told you you're not in my plans. That's where this conversation ends. I've got players who I like that I think suit me better. You're not one of them.
You know what? Well said, Scala. You've spoken very, very well, and I do.
I
I
mean,
do agree with a lot of
he
what you just
mentions.
said.
Steven mentioned about the thing that he said that what I'm telling you, I'll tell the same thing to Sterling if I get the chance.
He's saying he's already told Sterling, but he's saying if Sterling wants another conversation, he's telling him the exact same he's already told him.
And that question was the last question of the press conference. And before that, there were already like a couple of questions about Sterling. So by the last one, he was kind of irritated, but he still said he wanted to say. And I just didn't see any like stoppage or muttering or, stuttering about. It was very clear. And when I compare that to Ten Hag, who's just so like clueless, and I told you many times, like he irritates me. That's why I stopped watching his press conference. But today was a breath of fresh air, man, and he kind of gained a fan in me, definitely. Whatever he does on the pitch, I don't know. Let's see, but this guy is clear, man. He has clearly said that these 21 players are my players. Rest of them, I don't care. They are Chelsea's players. He said that they're not my players. They are Chelsea's players. They're still Chelsea's players, but not. They train separately. Yeah, I mean, you gotta, I don't know if that's how Italians speak, but yeah, I mean, you guys anyways have a good record with Italian managers, so I guess you might have found another one.
I mean, bottom line, he's trying to be straight over here. He doesn't want to beat around the bush. Yeah, that's absolutely. His press conference has been the one that I was really enjoying and listening to what he was saying. He was being point blank. This is what I want. It's not going to be part of it. It's not going to be part of it. But not by telling Raheem Sterling to leave the football club through text message like Antonio Conte did to
Diego Costa.
Yeah. But anyway,
that was something else. That was
that was a mess.
That was a mess. Yeah. We'll go to DJ. We're gonna come back to DJ again. I got just 2 comments here, not as many as yesterday. So It will take me just a quick. I'll do that in a very, very quick manner. Swedish said only being captain a few games don't make you a captain. Terry is our legend and last captain. You know what? The question was who he's talking about. Whoever has been Chelsea captain, which of them have been? The youngest ever captain that has captained Chelsea Football Club. So whether you captain the team for one day, you were still a captain for Chelsea, one way or the other. You get what I mean? Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So Swedish, this comment, I'm telling you, if you send this comment to any other Chelsea football or channel, they will come at you. Because if you say a problem with Chelsea Football Club, is we don't handle situations in good manner. Conor Gallagher, Sterling, Lukaku, there are players that are frustrated with the football club, but treatment towards them was very bad. He didn't say bad, but bad treatment towards them. That's what Swedish is trying to say.
Gallagher and Chalobah, fair enough, yeah. But
Yeah.
Lukaku and Sterling kind of brought it on themselves.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
that when you send
Lukaku
this comment,
especially.
Oh, Lukaku, don't. Bro, I can go on a rant forever on this guy. Don't get me started.
you're gonna hear words like donkey, and you're gonna hear words like what's the other
100%.
one?
Bro, I used to call Havertz a donkey every match day.
So that's just by the way. We're gonna go back to DJ. DJ, over to you. I know you were saying something when I interrupted.
No, not at all.
Oh, big up to you. Big up to Dextro HHH. It says Sterling is bang average according to Dextron. Dextron, thank you very much for joining us today.
Oh,
for Chelsea, he has been. I'm not gonna lie.
DJ Scala, let me say this before DJ come in. DJ, yesterday's stream had over 4K views on it. And
wow.
Almost about 100 likes on that video. Remember, we left the stream with 40 likes on that video, if you can remember.
Yeah, I remember, yeah.
This morning, the video has got to 90, is that 93 or 94 likes? Almost about 100 right now.
Last time you checked, I believe.
Yeah, 94.
Wow.
With over 47 new subscribers from yesterday's video.
That's excellent, mate. Congrats, bro, on that. You deserve it.
Yeah. Congratulations to you guys, or Scala, you, Steven, everyone that made it happen. So yeah, congrats to you guys. So let's get it going. And also, the viewers and the fans. Thank you. We're getting close to 4K, and from there we'll be getting to 5K. I believe that will happen soon. So Dextro, thank you very much for all the support you guys have been giving this channel. He said that Lukaku was saying, "I miss Milan" in his first Chelsea interview. You can't say.
Then go back, mate. Go back. Go there. Yeah,
Swedish, I know you're listening. I know you are listening. So, yeah, that's what Lukaku said.
Instead, he's going to Naples now.
Yeah, now he's going to Naples. He's telling
he's been all around England, and he's going all around Italy now as well. Bro, he did, think about it, right? Chelsea, Everton, Man United, yeah? In Italy, he's done Inter. He nearly did AC Milan, yeah? He's done Roma, and now he's going Napoli.
Yeah, well.
All right, go for it, DJ.
I don't know what to say on that one, mate. Clearly, he doesn't really care what fans think about him. So if he has a good relationship with the Roma fans, he don't care if they hate when he moves to another club. He's one of those kind of players. What can you do, mate? I'm just glad. All I want to do is just see the back of him, and he's gone. And the minute that happens, I'll be happy when he's sold. Listen, I wasn't saying anything else. I was just obviously everyone's got it. I mean, I can understand from what Scala's now saying and what Steve's now saying. I can understand that, but I just think that, for me, I probably would say on the Ben Chilwell situation. And I don't think it was bad, but the reason why I said about professionalism and all that kind of thing, because he has actually won a Champions League for us, and it's not about being the players, it's about supporting you. I always put the club best over my players. But I also look at, I also tend to look at what players have done, and especially those who've won the Chelsea shirt for a long time and actually won something for us. That's how I was more or less looking at it, more from that angle perspective point of view. But I also understand what Scala and Stephen are also saying as well. When I actually melt it down to what you guys are saying, I get why Scala and Stephen are saying what they're saying, which is true as well. So yeah, I'm 50-50 on it, but yeah.
Fez.
Isn't he still there?
I'm right here.
Oh, yeah. I'm done, bro. Sorry.
I was listening to some comments
Oh.
from one of our players, but yeah. Thank you very much, DJ. Also from Detron Dextro HHH. Big up to you. He said awesome. Thank you guys. You guys made that happen. Yeah, you guys made that. Everything that has happened to this channel, it's by you guys' grace and God's grace. Lukaku is like the girl. Is like that girl who misses his ex while while ordering gifts from her current boyfriend.
Oh man,
That's funny. That's very, very funny.
Can't disagree with that.
That is quite funny.
All right, so guys, so where do we see this? DJ.
Yeah, bro.
The Jesse number has been taken away from Ryan Sterling. It will be given to Neto.
Yeah.
Neto deserves the 7, right?
Well, I actually thought, yeah, he does. I mean, I thought it was going to be given to Felix. I understand he's been given the number 14 shirt. I actually thought it was going to be given to him once he had come on board, but Pedro Neto. I'm not complaining. Yeah, he does deserve the number 7 shirt. And listen, we all know what a player Pedro Neto is on his day, and people can go on about his injury, but without that injury, I think everyone knows what a quality player he is. And as I said, it's only upwards and upwards for him when he cut at Chelsea now, because he's more likely to show and hopefully can win things with us and show his skill set more and obviously up his game even more, because I think that's what's going to happen with him if he can stay injury free. That is, but yeah, I'm not upset that he got the number 7 shirt. Good on him and good luck to him for that.
Great. Dextro said he needed that brother gone. That's, I think, Mason Mount. I need that brother gone as well. Mason Mount, he want him out of the football club. Regard to what Dextro just said, I don't know why Chelsea fans become so emotional when academy giant or academy player is leaving the football club. I never hear any Barcelona player crying about McGee leaving the football club. I never heard anything. No,
do you know what I think it is? You didn't used to hear much about Cobham this, Cobham that, unless people are talking about John Terry, for example, yeah?
Yeah.
Right.
But when we had the transfer ban and we had Lampard as manager, we were relying on academy players. So all of a sudden, everyone's like, oh, but he's Cobham. Like every player, oh, he's Cobham. Like, he can't be sold. He's Cobham. Like, no, that's not how it works. The rules are stupid because it's been the same limit for 10 years or whatever, yeah? It's never gone up whilst the market inflation's gone up significantly, yeah? Your allowable loss over 3 years is 105 million, which is the same as it was on day one of this rule, yeah? Granted, these rules are being phased out over this season and into next season with the Premier League, and they're going to become like the UEFA ones with the squad cost, yeah? We've touched on this before. But whilst this allowable loss BS is in, you've got no choice. You've got no choice but to sell them to be compliant if you want to spend and you want to get players in. But it's only really since that Lampard season that you hear more about Cobham this, Cobham that, Cobham this, Cobham that. You can't sell him, he's Cobham. Before, no one used to care.
Scala, check the private comment and see what I got there. Scala. Go ahead, Steven.
Yeah, but as soon as that season happened, suddenly everyone cares about Cobham. Right, that makes sense, doesn't it?
No, bro. I think I take another view to it, Stephen. To be honest with you, I've always wanted to see our academy. This is from the very beginning, even when doing.
No, I'm not saying you. I'm saying
generally, but for myself,
generally, it was very rarely spoken about, right?
Yeah, it was spoken really about, but there were some fans that used to go on about it before. I mean, I was one of the fans. I was being always one because I get an opportunity to go and watch our youngsters play when I get a chance to go and watch them play, and I used to always see players coming through there and thinking, yeah, one day they'll really come to. One day they get given the opportunity at Chelsea and get into the first team. I think they can really flourish in the Chelsea shirt. But then what we were seeing is all these players being bought. And everyone was saying, what's going to happen? Then it's that breakthrough from the academy to the Chelsea first team. What's going to happen to them players? And I think we can all say, apart from John Terry, obviously after we saw the others come after that, But apart from when John Terry made it, because back in the days, Chelsea used to always have youngsters coming through their ranks. This is one of the reasons why, before we were buying players and stuff, we used to always have the youngsters coming through. That's because I guess we could say, well, you didn't have the cash then, but we did. Ken Bates had Matthew Harding. He would still go and buy the players that we needed to get, and you'll still see some youngsters from that team coming through into the Chelsea first team. Whereas when it went to Roman Abramovich buying our football club, we hardly saw any of those youngsters coming through. I think you saw the odd one making a debut here and there. Obviously, John Terry was the standout one because obviously he was Chelsea captain for many years. Exception to the rule, basically, yeah. But then you said you had the likes of Damien Matthew had the odd game here and there. Graham Stewart, you had Leon Knight. You had players of that ilk, that are doing so well in the academy that never really got a chance in the first one. I think Leon Knight made his one debut game. I do believe Jose Mourinho, it was under when Jose Mourinho was our manager. He put him on as a substitute. And then we never saw the kid after that. And I think he went off. Okay, people can say, well, he didn't have a lustrous career after that, but he obviously done something in the ranks before that. That's probably why I think a lot of fans are saying sometimes it's good to always see your own come through, mix and match with your players. Go and buy the players, yeah, but also try and bring some youth in there to come and blend in with the first team players. I think that's what a lot of the Chelsea fans are only saying. I'm probably old school maybe for saying that, but I used to always like to see our kids coming through and coming to perform because they've obviously they've been at the club since they were 12 years old or 8 years old as a kid, and you want to see them come through. So yeah, I guess I can see the argument to it because don't forget, guys, we used to have the best youth team. We used to win every flipping tournament going around with our youth team, and then you say, why are those players not getting into the first team after that? Do you get what I'm trying to say in that in terms of that? Mm-hmm. That's my only thing on it. I think that's why people used to talk about it a lot for that reason.
No, but it was my thing is people didn't used to speak about it. Whereas since the Lampard season, it's constantly about, but they're from Cobham, why are we selling them? They're from Cobham and all this. But the best bit is, I guarantee you the majority of the people that are saying, oh, but they're from Cobham, yeah, probably barely watched the academy. They probably don't even know who these kids are.
Yeah,
that's the funny thing about it to me, is that there'll be so many people who have no clue, and they'll go, oh, but he's from the academy. Like, okay, so because you don't like these owners, you're going to pretend like Roman never got rid of academy kids now. Is that what we're doing? Do you know what I mean?
No. Yeah, I get that. But then I think your niche showing that picture. Is that a picture of Musiala?
Musiala. That's Musiala.
When he was
Humphreys. That's Humphreys. That's Levi Colwell. And this guy, what's his name? I forgot his name. This boy in the middle here. Yeah, Levi Colwell.
Is it Vale?
Yeah, Harvey Vale. Yeah, that's Harvey Vale. That's him right there.
Harvey Vale.
Yeah, Harvey Vale. I think that Chelsea's going to try.
Injuries kind of destroyed Vale, though, didn't they? He had a couple of serious ones, didn't
it? He did.
So those are the boys over there. That's Musiala. Imagine if this boy was still there. Musiala and Levi Colwell, Humphreys right now made it to Burnley, right? Burnley, right, Stephen?
Yeah, Burnley,
yeah. Who is this guy?
Who's that?
This boy, the white boy on the left hand side.
I'm trying to look at him. I can't get to that.
Hold on.
I don't actually know.
I'm trying to see. Yeah, him. Probably he didn't make it.
It's not Webster, is it?
I don't know. I don't know if it is or not.
He doesn't look more familiar to me, but the others.
He looks like Webster.
I'm not sure it is.
Let me see if there are other names.
Some people would know the majority of them somehow.
Yeah.
I know Musiala's there. I know one of them is there. I know Harvey Vale. The other one is that Levi Colwell?
Yeah, this Levi Colwell. Yeah.
Levi Colwell.
Straight away. Let's be honest. Colwell you can tell because he's not really
Yeah, Colwell hasn't changed that much.
No, you could tell from the youth where he's now, isn't he? It's the same.
Yeah, and look at Humphreys also hasn't changed that much. Humphreys is pretty much the same face. It's just maturity. He hasn't changed that much. Musiala, same face also. The same face, you can tell. That same hairstyle. Yeah. All right, so let's go to Scala. See, Scala can give us some update from Manchester United department. The Detro HHH said Our new number 7 is Mason Mount. Our number 7 is Mason Mount. Before, I think before, Dextro, I think it's being funny. Scala, over to you, sir.
Yeah, I mean about United, obviously we sold Pilastri today to Greece, one of the
Panathinaikos,
Greece teams.
No
Yeah,
one.
I mean we've
Why
got.
is no one talking about it? You sold Palestro,
Yeah, I mean he's not.
Palestri.
I mean, yeah, he came with a lot of promise. He's like an old-fashioned right winger who gets to the byline and puts crosses in. I mean, he's not exactly fast. He's decent. He's got acceleration. But I'm a bit surprised that from United to Greece, I mean, he could have gone to any other. Actually, he has had, I think, couple of loans and hasn't worked out. And United are like we might as well sell you, and we have sold him with a buyback clause and a 45% release sell-on clause as well. So I think that's
5%.
Wow.
yeah. 45. I mean, I don't think we are going to make much on it, but if he goes for anything like above 5 to 7 million, it will be good. But yeah, he's gone. And then now we are trying to ship out McTominay to
I heard
Napoli
about that one.
because
Or Fulham.
I don't know. Fulham, that deal is off because they signed Sanderberg for 30 million.
Yeah, they did, didn't they?
So and we want 30 million on full. Like I think they bought him for add-ons, and United are asking 30 million upfront for McTominay. That's not Fulham's like no, we are not going to do that. So we're trying to ship him out to Napoli so that he can play that terrace football at with Antonio Conte. So I think he'll fit right in. But again, I don't know. They are waiting for that Osimhen money. So I think when you guys pay that, maybe McTominay could move. So we'll see what happens
Deadline,
there.
Dalen.
It'll be a loan though. It'll be a loan, Skull, if we do get Osimhen, mate.
Yeah, I mean that's. I mean they are not going to give Osimhen for you cheap, just because it's like like I've always said
I
that
know that,
Napoli.
bro. I know that.
Napoli is like
Di
the
Lorenzo is
Tottenham.
Spain, bro.
Yeah, they're like the Tottenham of Italian league when it comes to selling players. Like they've got some Italian Daniel Levy there, so they don't sell cheap. So yeah, I mean those two, and we are trying. Obviously, Ugarte, I think that will happen towards the end of the window because United they are not willing to give what PSG want. Who are being a bit ridiculous. Like they literally want their money back, which they paid to Lisbon a year ago. And he hasn't even had one like 2 or 3 good games as well. So, but yeah, I mean that's pretty much it. I think Ugarte will happen, and then we might go in for a backup left back, like for a cheap deal. Maybe we might
Ben
get
Chilwell, bro. Ben Chilwell.
Yeah, I already said that. I mean, we are not going to be doing deals like
I'm
that.
joking. I had to throw that one in there. Sorry, because I know how much you feel.
Where
He's
a good player.
I will be curious definitely because he's not staying at Chelsea. So we are not going to buy him. We have already got 2 injury-prone left backs. We're not going to add another one. So maybe I don't know. The Newcastle need one, or because only the top clubs can afford him because of his wages. So.
Yeah.
That will be interesting. I mean, Aston Villa, they are letting that Moreno guy go. So maybe he can go there for loan. So probably there. But yeah, I mean, when it comes to United transfer, those are the 2 things mainly. I mean, Ugarte and most likely another backup left back. That will be our transfer window done.
Are there any promising academy players that you guys will be looking forward to sell in the future, or bringing them to the football club, or promoting them to the football club?
Yeah, we promoted Garnacho 2 seasons ago. Last year it was Kobe Mainu, and this season it is most likely to be Toby Collier. So he's like a, how should I say, like he's like a Carrick / he's like a Carrick regen. He's like a defensive midfielder, like a technical defensive midfielder. Not
Kobe
really,
Menu.
Not Kobe Menu. Toby Collier. That's the new guy. Yeah, he's from the academy. So we have promoted him to the senior team. He was on the bench. He played some preseason games.
Okay.
So yeah, that's why we want to get rid of Eriksen as well because he will replace Eriksen.
I saw a little tweet went around yesterday. I don't know how true it is. I don't know who is it that actually wrote it. I don't know if it was any of the well-known journalists or it's one of those tabloids that call themselves Top Skills FC or whatever. There was something about I don't know something Skills FC. I don't know what the hell they.
Top Skills
or something like that, bro. I saw Mamadeshvili being linked with United because apparently he was supposed to go to Liverpool. Yep. And I saw that Manchester United could now be throwing their hats in the ring for him.
Yeah,
have you heard anything on that?
That'd be a wrong move. You have
Yeah, I
spent
mean,
so much money on Onana. Why Mama
yeah.
Dash Belly?
No, we have Onana, we've got Bayender, the Turkish goalkeeper. So we don't need
Yeah.
really another backup one. And also, we don't have the money to be spending on a backup goalkeeper. So we are haggling over Ugate's fees, and we want a left back as well. So we cannot afford. I mean, we don't even need a goalkeeper like that. We sold one today to I don't know which team. I think his name is Vitek, but he went to I don't know which team today. It was confirmed. So I
Okay.
mean, we don't need we do need like a third or fourth choice goalkeeper, but we're not going to be paying money for that. I think that he will go to Liverpool. I think that should be done. He's like, isn't he like 6'6", something like that tall?
Yeah.
He's got a build of a tall goalkeeper,
Pretty
like more
sure
than
he
He-
is a lanky piece
Pretty-
of
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
He's
pretty
got
much think
that
he's in it.
Fraser Foster frame.
I pretty much think he's going to reject Liverpool like all other players have rejected them so
Oh,
far.
that would be so good if that happens. If that
That'd be
happens,
absolute
I'm
cool,
on the
man.
phone to all my Liverpool mates finding them up.
Oh man, no, I mean it's only. I'm sorry, I sounded sour when I said that. Yeah, it's only because after Jamie Carragher. That's the reason why I can't stand
Carragher
that
needs
club.
a slap, bro.
Honestly, that's the reason why. And their fans, their fan base, not all of them, but some of their fan base. They call us. What's the word they always call us? We're spoiled. We're this and we're that. Their fan base, when they lose any games, boy, I don't hear the end of that once. They just go on and on about it. So yeah, I hope he does
Okay.
reject him.
I'm not gonna say what I'm thinking.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Scala.
You
From
know that, Steve.
Manchester United.
Keep myself in trouble.
Scala, a Manchester United fan, is here with us, giving us a transfer update from Manchester United Football Club. I want to love you forever. Thank you very much for joining us here today. So it's a big up to Niziron and everyone out there. Alpha said a big up to I want to love you forever. And I want to three love you forever. So she's joining us from work. Thank you very much. Dextro HHH said, which Chelsea player will you take at United
I
right
think
now?
I know
The
who he's
current
going to
Chelsea
say.
player. Which of these players would you take
Not
at
Ben
United?
Chilwell.
Come, let's say it, Skull. Let's hear it, bro. I know who the first name that's going to come out, bro. I know who he's going to say.
Dextro question. Come on, Scala.
Oh, okay. You want me to name? I thought you said out of these. I think there were like.
So which Chelsea player will you take at United?
Oh, okay. Yeah, I mean, definitely like half a dozen of them I'll take easily. I mean, I'll definitely, I think top of the list will definitely be Cole Palmer. I think I have a very good feeling that in future he'll be playing for United just because he's a United fan.
Oh,
And I'm not claiming this. You can literally see his photos with the United top on. He was born on the red side of Manchester.
Yeah, we know that. We all know that.
Yeah. Big
And
money,
if you
bro.
guys-
Big money, bro.
Yeah,
Big money for him.
definitely. And if you guys don't start winning, he might just switch allegiances just like
That's
he did,
fine, mate.
Yeah,
You
fine
have to
with that.
pay like 100 odd million for him.
Yeah, I know that, but yeah, so definitely Cole Palmer, then definitely
for sure.
Neto because we
Yeah.
literally don't have a right winger. I mean,
Yeah.
Ahmad is good; he's been decent, and Garnacho is more like a left winger. So he's not really. I mean, he's okay. I don't really rate him like that, but Neto on his day, he's like top 5 in the league easily.
If Neto play half of Chelsea game and excel,
Yeah.
you're gonna end up
Yeah.
playing and paying 75 million, 80 million for him.
Yeah,
You know
I
that,
mean,
right?
I saw this stat like it was like he played only like 44% of the games in the last 5 seasons for Wolves. So that's not really a very good record. But anyways, he's a good player. So
He's an
definitely
excellent
Neto,
player, mate.
Cole
He's a
Palmer.
talent. He's still young
I
as
mean,
well.
I'll take Joao Felix as well, although there is no place for him.
Please
I
take
knew it.
him.
Because I like Joao Felix.
No. Don't take him.
player
I like Joao Felix. He's a good player.
Yeah, I mean, he's exactly the player like I like to watch. He's like an old-fashioned number 10.
Yeah.
He's good. I would say, like, I would like to take Reece James, but we literally have Dallo, who was our player of the season, and he's not injured like Reece James.
And you got
You
Mazraoui.
never know when James will snap his hamstring. You cannot count on his injury record. So
So are you
can't-
taking James or you're not?
No, I said I would have if he had a decent injury record, but even you guys cannot trust him. Yeah, so
No. So we
and
have
then I'll
Neto and Felix.
yeah, Felix. Yeah, then I'll put Kobe Minu on the bench because I don't think he's not. I still feel he's not that ready. I think we are just trying to rush him and trying to make him the next big
He's
thing.
not. He's not.
Yeah, he's literally a teenager still, and then I'll replace him with Lavia.
He's good talent,
because I
bro. Good
watched him
talent.
on
Very good talent.
on your last against City, and when he went off, he looked really a very different team. And I saw
Yeah.
this guy cook at Old Trafford. He literally sat Anthony and Sancho down. You can see that video on YouTube, where he, almost passes them with ease.
Mhm.
He's like an anchor. I mean, he's not really like an eight for me, but he's so good on the ball, man. I think he's your best midfielder on the ball, definitely for me. So yeah, those are some players I'll definitely take. Like I don't have to think twice. Uh, I won't take any of your centre backs. I think all your four centre backs are like questionable.
No, they are good. It's the system that they haven't understand the system yet.
Yeah,
It's the
but I
system.
think
Will you?
pound for pound, we literally have the best centre back options. Like all four of our centre backs are like literally top. Like this is the first time I've seen United having so much depth in centre back. We've got Euro, Delict,
Mm.
Martinez, and Maguire is easily the best fourth choice centre back in the league. So
Bro, one long ball and Martinez is in deep trouble.
yeah, we saw what happened against Wolves. Like he literally buzzed off Adama Traore, whose game is completely based on what you said. I think he's not that slow. We literally
No,
play a
he's not
highlight
slow, but
because
the
of
thing is, yeah, say you lot have got, say it's some sort of set piece, right?
Okay.
him.
And he's like one of the only ones back. You just punt that straight up to whoever's in the attack, and he might be in trouble.
Yeah, I mean that's why people use different set of markings. Like some people go zonal to cover that deficiency. We literally conceded one of those goals against Brentford, if you remember. Like we lost 4-0 on the opening day, like season 2 seasons ago. And that who's that Brentford tall guy? He beat Martinez in the air. And since then we are. I mean, look, Martinez is on his not on his day. He's literally our most reliable centre back. So I'm not swapping any of for
Okay.
yours.
Thank you very much, Scala United guys. Let's move on from there. We got a lot behind, but I'll be more flexible here. Some of them I won't tackle it. I haven't said it since I've said it once since the stream began, and we've been streaming for an hour 26 minutes now. Guys, if you haven't liked the video, let's do me a favor. Let's see if we can hit 30 likes before we end the stream. We got 19 likes so far. I know Scala hasn't dropped a like on it. I know DJ Saf hasn't done it. I know Steven hasn't
Done,
done it.
bro.
That's
I have,
three
I have.
numbers.
Done, bro.
That's
Done it in the
three.
beginning. Done it in the beginning, bro. When I jumped on.
Oh yeah, you in the chat. You in the chat. Absolutely. Felix is overrated according to Dexter. I mean HHH. You could say that, brother. You could say that. But let's see this season if we can still have that overrated
He's
thing around his neck. But guys, so we're gonna move on from there. Axel Disasi, like I said, it's been linked to join Newcastle United. Then also we could talk about Cole Palmer as winning the youngest PFA Player of the Year, and also we can talk about the PFA and PFA 11 or PFA 11, yeah, PFA squad where Cole Palmer did not make a he did not find a place in that in
that's
that team,
shocking. That
and
was
why. We're gonna
United's
look at
voted
some
that's
of
by
the
the
shocking.
players, DJ.
we're gonna look at some of the individual players in that team and find out who can Cole Palmer replace. And we know who else. Maybe with Odegaard or someone in there that does not deserve to be in that squad. But the setup itself of that squad doesn't really merit if indeed we are trying to find a formidable team that can play any other team from somewhere else. That squad is not balanced. But we'll look into that. So, guys, so hang in there. Do not go anywhere. Blueclouds Media is live on X and YouTube at the same time. We'll be right back in just a few seconds. We're back. Oh, okay. I have a little technical here, problems over here. Nothing was moving at all. Can you guys hear me?
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. Thank you, guys. I was like, what is going on? Are we back? Yeah, Cole Palmer won the Premier League Young Player, PFA Young Player of the Year, and we saw Phil Foden winning Premier League Player of PFA Player of the Year. But the squad list came, and Cole Palmer was not part of it. Mascala, Scala, what's your take on
Yeah, I mean, look, I think that's like a charity award. I think he should have won the Player of the Season award for me, Cole Palmer, because his impact on Chelsea was greater than Phil Foden's impact on a treble-winning Man City side. It's easier to perform. I mean, you still have to perform, but this is like literally his seventh, or I think it's like his seventh season at City. He won 6 Premier Leagues when he was 23. So I don't think. I mean, it's a good achievement. He had some very good games, especially that goal at the Bernabeu. When he whipped it in. So it was decent. But for me, like PFA player and all this, it's like a second, like a silver medal. The main thing is the player of the season. Uh, I think that he should have won the main one because I think what he had like 20 GA in his first season after
More than
having the
that.
yeah, I mean, I mean, when you bought him, he literally had two good performances for Man City. One was in the Super Cup and one was in the Community Shield. It
Yeah.
wasn't like he was supposed to be your fix, and he not only outperformed, but he was like top three players in the league. So I'm a bit surprised that he wasn't given the player of the season because without him, you can say like he scored lots of penalties and all that, but you still have to put the ball in the back of the net. And I mean, if you remember when you guys and when everyone was fighting for that penalty decision, it had like Matt Wakey and Jackson, and he just snatched the ball. That is also reflects his attitude as well. So it's a good award, but it's like a
With that,
charity for me. I mean, he should have won the main thing.
DJ Surfer Steven, you guys couldn't hear me a few seconds ago, right?
Yeah,
What?
bro, I can hear you. Knee's gone. Are you
I
there?
was, I'm here. Can you guys hear me?
Oh yeah, yeah, I can hear you
Yeah.
now.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on, but I keep saying, and when Scala voice went down, I'm not sure if it went down on my side or everyone's side. But anyway, it's a few technical problems here, but we can fix it as time goes on. But thank you very much, Scala. Let's go to DJ. Cole Palmer.
Yeah, yeah, man. 100% what Sculler's just said, man. I don't understand how these things work. I mean, okay, I get treble winners, whatever you want to call it, but you won the Young Player of the Year, but then you want to you want to also point out for me the most outstanding player in the Prem, and the guy's come in. I think he's second top goal scorer in the league after Haaland, or correct me if I'm wrong on that one.
Might have been third in the end, but
In
he
the
was
third in the end.
definitely right up there.
Yeah, it was up there. And for me, look, either way, whether it was second or third, mate, for someone to break for his outbreak, well, obviously did it at Man City, but for him to come to Chelsea, where everyone was calling us a club of disarray, why would he go down there? Whatever our problems were last season, you still, as I said, you still have to have players that are going to perform, and he was one of those outstanding players for us. And why he didn't make the 11 is beyond me. And there are several players in that team that I could say shouldn't have been in that 11 that got in it, and that's half of them were all Man City and Arsenal players. Let's be real here. So this tells you how this thing works. Now, I always say this one thing: had it been the other way around, had he been playing for, say, I don't know, playing for another club, and he got these many goals, he would have been in that. He would have been in that. No doubt about it. Because it's Chelsea, they opted not to put him in there. That just shows you how we are with the authorities and stuff like that. So look,
But it's from his own peers, though. That's the thing that I don't get.
It is, Bob, and it is from his own peers. But then there's also others that have their little, what do you call it, in the background of who should and who should not win it. We see it all the time, mate. And look, at the end of the day, we all know he should have got it. He should have been in that first 11, but he didn't. And and I know, and it was all Man City and Arsenal players. So it's bias. That's what I call it, bias. But at the end of the day, for me, and for all Chelsea fans, he's our number one. So that's how I look at it.
Bro, do you know what's mad? For the women's one, yeah?
Yeah, I saw.
Yeah. So it was a lot of Man City, right?
Yeah.
But not only that,
you
put the Chelsea player as a Man City player. You're literally called the Professional Footballers Association. Yeah, I don't know who your players play for, bruv.
Nah, yeah, bro.
That's what I don't get. How do you not know?
I'm having some issues.
What players are? We can still hear you, by the way.
I can hear you, Nick.
Yeah, I'm having some few issues with my computer. It's mouse is not moving. Anything I click is not appearing on the screen, and It's making it a bit difficult. So, guys, I might not be able to highlight your comments, but I can see them as they come in. Dextro HHH. I was going to go to Steven, and he already jumped into it. Says Felix overrated according to Dextro HHH. It says, did y'all see Vardy rating Spurs fans? Yeah, he said, yeah, I have a Premier League. I have a Premier League trophy. You guys have 0, according to Vardy.
And then he told
Dextro,
Romero to left off.
yeah. Cole Palmer. Santiago,
Big up into
big up to you,
yourself.
but Santiago.
And he's gone.
And he's gone again, is he?
He's actually been kicked now. But yeah, I think he was going to read out Santiago's comment, which I presume it's the I don't care what anyone says. No one would take Foden over Palmer. Palmer's arguably better than Mbappe and Vinny. Okay, that last bit I'm not accepting.
That's a massive, massive.
And then, and then he said Dextro is not rated.
Because I think Dextro came out and said, was Dextro the one who came out and said that? No, who was the one that said that? No, it was someone else. No, I don't know why he said that. Dextro's not overrated.
Dextro catching strays.
Yeah, mate. Do you know what? I'll be like I said though, is Sculler still there?
Yeah. It's us three. Neve got kicked.
Yeah, I'm there.
Neve got kicked on his restarting. I don't know.
Man. Yeah, I mean, look, I think we've all said it already. So I think what's your? I mean, obviously Neil was going to ask your opinion, Stephen, on it. What do you make of this whole thing of Cole Palmer not being put into the 11? I mean, obviously won the Young Player of the Year, but why did he not win it? What do you make of it? What are your thoughts on it?
Bro, it's so stupid, man. Like, think about it, right?
Yeah.
He's Young Player of the Year, yeah?
Yeah.
And his peers haven't voted for him to be in that team, right?
Yeah.
But the way it should be done to make it fair is as if it's an actual team, right? So you can all pick whatever formation you want, yeah? But the rules should state you have to pick players for their actual position. So say you wanted to go 4-3-3, yeah?
Yeah.
Whether you pick 1 DM, 2 DM, 1 attacking mid, 2 attacking mids, 1 centre mid, 2 centre mids, whatever combination you want in midfield. It should then be for the strikers and wingers, it should define you have to have 2 wingers, 1 strikers if you're going 4-3-3. Because they got Watkins, Haaland, and Foden as the attackers.
Yeah.
Like, how does that make sense?
Yeah, bro, 100%. I agree. How does it make sense? And as I keep saying, mate, for me, look, I said it already. I always say it because if you look at, as I said, if you look in that whole lineup that was put out for the final 11, it was mainly based with Manchester City. I think I don't know if there was any Liverpool players in there. Was there any Liverpool players in there?
Let me try and find it again. Oh, Sony just messaged me saying for me to take over. He's got connection issues. But yeah, carry on, DJ, whilst I try and find this.
Was there any Liverpool players in there at all? I think Van Dijk and maybe.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to find now.
But it was all full of Arsenal, Liverpool. Arsenal and Manchester City players.
Oh, here we go. David Raya, William Saliba, Virgil van Dijk. There you go.
Yeah, he was.
And then Liverpool player. Gabriel Walker was somehow in there. Don't know how the heck Walker got in. Rodri, Rice, Erdegaard.
Yeah.
Then Haaland, Foden, Watkins. I don't get it. I just don't get it. It makes no sense.
Yeah. How did Cole Palmer not make that? I don't know, bro. Listen, mate. It'd be one of those kind of questions that will be asked, and asked and all over again. We all know why those. We all know why those clubs got it and why those 11 were in. Mm-hmm. So, yeah, mate. If I say any more,
there's anything that dictates you cannot pick your teammates.
I'm not sure. I think, but isn't it by your own peers? But it's by your own. But isn't it by your own peers, though? Right?
Yeah,
as you said. So does that mean that your own teammates can't choose you, Or
That's
is it
what I'm wondering. That's what I'm asking. Like, surely that must at least be a rule, right? Because otherwise, if you wanted, you can all just go to your teammates. Oi, lads, let's all pick each other. And then you just get like nowhere because everyone's just voted for their teammates. So everyone's voted for their whole 11 of their teammates. So there's no one player that has more than anyone else. So
Yeah, it's true. It's true, bro. It's true. Oh, mate.
uh,
I mean, but anyway, it's one of those kind of questions that I said will be asked for quite some time of why he wasn't in there. And I said it. I think had he been at Manchester City, he'd have probably been in that 11.
he would have been in.
Because it's
if
Chelsea.
he played enough
We all
games.
know. Yeah, we all know the agenda everyone has against us anyway. So let's make it real there.
I prefer not to speak. If I speak,
Yep. If I do, I'll go to trouble.
I do not want to be in trouble.
Exactly, bro. Exactly. Yeah, exactly.
It is a disgrace, though. Like,
proper
it
disgrace.
is genuinely such a disgrace.
Yeah.
And it's everything, bro. If it ain't officials, then it's some dumb stuff like this.
Oh, yeah.
It's always something.
Anthony Taylor again on Sunday, mate. What did you make? I didn't get. I know we spoke about it, and I'm going off subject, but I don't know if we covered it or was you guys spoke about it. What did you make of Mr. Taylor's performance again for Chelsea and Man City?
NKEY.
The man was a joke, wasn't he? Honestly,
Don't even. Somebody said to me, the Kovacic one wasn't a penalty, I literally said to him, watch Sky Sports, they literally get the Premier League rules handbook out, and the diagram they have in that literally says it's handball.
But then someone made up some nonsense that I don't know who it was, whether it was the commentator on the commentator, because I came back and I watched the game, and I can't remember if it was. And I was listening to it. I think it was the commentator, or was it? Who's the guy? I was, and I thought I heard him saying, apparently, according to the new rule, that handball is allowed or something like that. But as long as your hands is not the back, or something someone said.
It was at a 90-degree angle.
I don't know who said it. All I know is I came back and I watched the game because I always do that. I always tend to watch what I was live at it, but I always like to come watch the recording bit of what I record off it all. And I could have sworn I heard the commentator say it. Was it Peter Drury who commentated the game? Was it? Or was
I literally got no clue unless someone's put it in chat.
All right.
Yeah, because I was obviously there as well, but I can't be bothered to come back and watch it on Sky because I don't want to listen to their BS.
Oh, I only came back because what was happening is I was getting these messages coming to me from family members telling me, and friends of mine was saying, "Oh, you should hear what Jamie Carragher's saying about us, man, on Sky, man. You should hear what he's saying about it. It's really." I thought, why am I not? I'm telling my dad I'll tell my dad, go, Jamie Carragher's at it again. I go, why am I not surprised?
That's the
why
thing.
am I not surprised?
You're like, here we go again.
Yeah. Why?
Another week, another Carragher, like, yes.
Exactly. It is, bro. And it's all the time with him. I don't know what his hate is to it. I think what it is, I said it yesterday, and I don't know if Sculler wants to go on it. I don't know if Sculler's listening, if Sculler's still listening there. But I don't know what his take is. I mean, I know he's a United fan, but what I'm saying is the fact that Chelsea is still attracting players, okay, and we're not even in a big Champions League position. Is that really riling off a lot of fan bases? Because Chelsea can
Gallagher
still.
From TalkSport, by the way.
Who?
Gallagher from TalkSport. I think he means Dermot Gallagher, but he's the one that's also on Sky.
Yeah, is he? Oh, okay.
Because he's the one that does the ref watch on Sky. Is Dermot Gallagher?
Yeah.
Literally, they've got I forgot his name. Is it Warnock they have on there? And then they've got that Stu Smith or something. And then they've got obviously the normal presenter. And then they've got Dermot Gallagher.
Yeah.
And the presenter went, I've got some homework for you. It's like, no, get your handbooks out, yeah? And Dermot Gallagher goes, I didn't know we had homework. And then he goes, turn to a page and whatever it was like 79 or something. And it's the diagram of what's deemed a handball by the Premier League rulebook. Yeah? And the diagram literally shows it as handball. And then Dermot Gallagher was still trying to argue it. I was like, It's there. You say you went to the briefing and you were told this, that, and the other, but by the rule book that is literally on paper in front of our faces,
It is
a handball.
States. It's a handball.
Flip it. I honestly, they got a pool of 21 refs, yeah? Why do Chelsea get the same 6 or 7 every season, every game?
Do you know what it is? Because they know they know if they want to. Well, I don't want to use the terminology. But they know if they want to mess us around or do us over. Yeah, use those referees because they're going to always do us over, aren't they?
Bro,
it's always the same ones, bro. It's always the same ones. Yeah.
Yeah, it is Taylor, Gillett, Oliver, Salisbury. There's another one. Taylor, Oliver, Gillett, Salisbury. There's one more. I always forget. But, bro, it's a disgrace. It's actually a disgrace. And
what did you think?
Bro.
What a scholar. Did you watch the Chelsea game on Sunday? What did you make of Anthony Taylor's performance, bro, if you watched the game?
Yeah, I mean, I did. And, I mean, look, I don't think it was like that controversial. I just think if you guys would have taken your chances, I don't think we'll be talking about the ref too much. I mean, which one was that? That penalty one? I think that was.
Bro, we had 4 penalty shouts.
Yeah. I mean, the offside call was also very close, but I mean, look. I don't think the referee is a massive thing on that, especially that game. Whether it's Anthony Taylor, that guy is going to cost someone definitely this season. And everyone says that he's from Manchester. That's why he's
from the same place as Obama.
Yeah. But he plays for Chelsea, so I don't know what his prejudice is, but I mean, look, you asked before that, like, what do other clubs think about this Chelsea spending and continuously buying players? I was literally thinking about this today at work, and I was watching this Tottenham fan channel, and they were saying we spent over 100 million, and only we have one player going into that playing 11 in Solanke. Rest of them are youngsters, and they don't. And I was thinking that, when you were small and you during Christmas, my mother used to say, you will get one good gift and 3 others will be not that good. And when I think about, that situation, Chelsea, say if you sign Osimhen or you whatever loan with obligation, you literally bought 3-star players in one window in Neto, Felix, and this guy, Osimhen. That never happens that doesn't even happen at Real Madrid. But it's not like you're doing anything fraud. You're literally selling academy players for 40 million, 30 million, And this was also a question in today's press conference for Maresca. That they were saying does it bother you that you're selling all these academy players? And he mentioned that with PSR and everything, you have to balance the books. So and when it comes to balancing the books, Chelsea are literally one of the best teams. I mean, you're selling nobodies for 30, 40 million, and we can't even sell McTominay to Fulham. So, I can't even, obviously, when you're signing Felix and all these guys, we literally have only Bruno to play that position. It does irks me a bit, but I mean, that's probably, kudos to you guys for your academy system. Every third player seems to have come from Cobham, and, you get some decent money for him. So, I mean,
no, I think
I don't think we should be jealous. We should be looking to improve our selling team, definitely.
No, I'm not saying the word jealous, but I mean, listen, I only use that word because I just feel sometimes, I'm not saying you in particular or it's your fan base, but I do know there's a lot of hate towards us because as far as people are concerned, everyone wants to call now a lost project. We're a lost club now. No one should be going to Chelsea. We're not the team as we were all those years ago. I think people have got to remember who we are, man. Regardless of our situation, we've been the most successful club in the last 20 years. We've still got a huge pool where we're one of the whether we got a 40,000, 42,000 capacity crowd, it don't matter. We're still one of the big club, one of the big boys in the league. Just going through struggles at the moment, and everyone knows on terms of why we're struggling.
4 years ago.
Yeah. Exactly, bro. But what it is with Chelsea, because we've had that success, you see, what people are trying to do now, as you guys will probably know, is now that there's no people used to always seem to think it's no more sugar daddy. Chelsea are not going to be where they want to be. That's utter nonsense. I think people have got to take into consideration and understand this. And anyone that knows the history of Chelsea, and I always tell this to all the rival fans, this is not a new scholar, but any rival fan that wants to come at Chelsea, Go and do your history. See what Chelsea won pre-Roman Abramovich. Yeah,
Bro, we
everyone
won European
will know.
trophies before Roman.
Exactly. We won the European Cup Winners' Cup twice in 1971, and we won it also again. We won it under Gianluca Vialli in 1998. Okay. We also won the Super Cup. We beat that Real Madrid team that had Roberto Carlos in that team. We went and beat them 1-0. What a team that was, if anyone remembers. I think they also had the other guy, Raul, up front, if anyone remembers Raul. What a player he was, right? Morientes, another one. All these guys that we had, and we went and beat them 1-0, and no one gave us a hope. So we were winning trophies long before. We made history. I keep saying this to everybody else. We were the last club to win at the old Wembley Stadium. I don't think anybody knows about that. And the first one to win at the new Wembley Stadium. But not many people want to know and talk about it. Oh, it's all about Roman Abramovich and his money. No, it's not. Yeah, we didn't win Premiership titles before Roman. All Roman did was take us to other levels when he came in. Like any probably billionaire would go into a football club.
The club to...
Exactly.
I'm trying to think of the right word, but it's not coming to me. So I'm just going to say to new heights.
Yeah, into new heights, bro. And over the years, bro, people want to really look into things. United has spent money over those years, period. I mean, you signed the likes of Eric Cantona. You got players like, who else can I think about? Cantona, Andrei Kanchelskis. I can go on about players such as that back in the day United were, right? Okay, so they were signing players like that. Liverpool used to go and do it before, okay, when they were owned by that millionaire owner back then. I think he owned the Littlewoods company. You can sign the likes of John Barnes, Mark Walters. Yeah, you know, they went and signed David James, Ronnie Rosenthal. I can name all these players from back in the day when Liverpool were a successful club. But again, because Chelsea are doing it, Liverpool did it in the same way. They were buying their way to make their club more successful. That's what Chelsea have just been doing, but yet we get complete heat for it. And this is why I always try to remind fans of all this. Any rival fan that comes at us, go look back and look at it. Even Arsenal did it over the years. They signed the likes of Ian Wright.
How are you doing?
Big up. Who's there?
Huh?
Oh, are you? Yeah, but I was going to say, bro. You know, you're reading the comments, but don't obviously ignore the comments there, bro. And if you're reading them as well, they're there.
Yeah, no, I was just checking something. I was seeing if my mate had sent me another update because that's where I got the thingy ones from.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Let's quickly go through these. It's mostly Nise saying like he's lost connection and stuff, but. Detro said that Felix is all right, Musiala's better, and Watkins should have won PFA Player of the Year. They want Palmer to get 10 and Cobby to get 8. So obviously the shirt numbers at their respective clubs. Nee did say, yeah, it is Dermot Gallagher, by the way, the one that was on TalkSport.
Yeah.
And then GFC Garvin said, big up guys in the building. Big up to him as well.
Big up GFC Garvin. Big up. Bro.
And then Nish just sent us this. I've obviously missed it. But advanced negotiations now for Manuel Ugarte. Understand Man United and PSG are getting closer, either a permanent deal or a loan with an obligation to buy.
Okay.
I've actually I might have seen that earlier, but I didn't.
That's a very old update. It's not latest.
Is that the one from Plettenberg, Sky Germany earlier?
Yeah. I mean, they have been negotiating that for a long time. That there's a deal close by, loan with obligation, but there's no agreement yet. You know, so we'll see.
Yeah, I saw something earlier saying that it seems like it's still going on. It's getting closer.
I was going to ask Garvin, Scala, what do you make of your debut boy, Xerxes? Is it Xerxes?
Yeah.
Scoring the goal on his debut. What do you make of him, bro?
Yeah, I mean, look, he's a decent player. I'm a bit worried for him because we don't, the forwards we have and the wingers we have, they're not really creative and, we don't have too many technical players. And he's a very technical player. His style of play, he himself says that I'm like a 9.5. I'm not like a false 9. Also, I'm not like a 10. So I'm in the middle of it. And I'm a bit when he came on, no one was looking for him. I mean, so I'm long term. I'm a bit concerned because you have players like Rashford who think that it's too rich for him to pass to players like Xerxes. So and Rashford is like a golden child. So we'll see what happens. But otherwise, he's a very, very different profile to what we have and what we have had before. Even with Hoyland, he's very much like a run behind kind of. He's like an Ollie Watkins. and Xerxes is very different. So, and he scored. I mean, look, I don't think he'll be scoring lots of goals. Even at Bologna, like he wasn't really prolific. So he's not really a goal hanger, or he'll get you 15 plus goals. He's not like like he's not even going to outscore Solanke. That's my opinion. But he provides something very, very different which we don't have. So
It
from last
gives you
season,
options to change it up if you're struggling
yeah,
with
exactly.
one of your
Yeah, I mean,
strikers.
we had Weghorst for that a couple of seasons ago, and we know like what happened there. So yeah, I mean, I'm excited for him. I'm just a bit concerned, like, because we don't really play with technical players, and he might just get lost in that, like how Sancho has got lost a bit. Because Sancho, he's not really a pace merchant.
Yeah.
He's very much like he wants the ball at his feet, and players like that, they don't really thrive at United. We love players like Garnacho and Rashford who run behind and chase long balls with Bruno. Like with this ping pong style of football. Back and forth, back and forth. So we'll see what happens, whether Ten Hag adapts to his game. So yeah.
Knees back.
I'm back. Finally, I'm back.
Big
This
up.
computer won't do nothing.
Big up,
I've
mate.
been listening to you guys all this while. Anyway, I'm through my cell phone. God, thank you, God, I have a cell phone. But anyway, thank you guys. I've been listening to all the presentation and the questions and answering from Stephen G and comments that were being read. Yeah. Anyway, guys, gotta continue. I mean, let's wrap up here. We got just 5 minutes. We can wrap up. 2 hours should be enough for us. So Scala's been here forever. Wow, miracle. Scala, wherever you slept last night, please go to the same place. Grab the same pillow, the blanket. Sleep the same place again, so I can have you stay forever like you did today. Great, good. Scala, staying until we finish. We got 4 more minutes to go. Okay, I know you can do that. Guys, any more updates in terms of players? We've talked about Disasi, but
No, we got nothing else.
Nothing else. I have a lot on my table, but I'm not gonna go back and then bring everything out again. I think that YouTube doesn't like this content. Doesn't
I
like
know
the
we covered. I know we covered Raheem Sterling on, but I don't know if you guys are aware that I don't know. I mean, it was reported on Sky Sports this afternoon. No. Yeah, I was just going to say it's reported that they're actually now willing to listen to offers for him now. And he's apparently come to terms with the fact that he's not going to be part of the Chelsea setup now, and he's looking for a new project. But he won't be forced to leave the club unless the project suits what he's looking for at the other club. So I don't know if you guys saw that update on Sky earlier on, or it was a news. I saw it only late in the afternoon. Yeah, so it looks like they've told him more or less that he can go, and yeah, it depends how much money someone's going to pay him. Well, let's be real here, guys. The guy's on what, 325,000 a week, or is it more? Maybe even more. Is he really going to?
15 million a season.
Is he really going to? Is anyone really going to come and pay that kind of money for him? The only way it's going to happen, I think, guys, if he moves to the Saudi Pro League. That's the only kind of clubs I can see paying that kind of money.
He want to move to.
Yeah, and he didn't want to move. Didn't Kepa also have an offer as well from them?
I think he did, but he wanted to see if Real Madrid would come back.
I wonder if he'll end up going back. I wonder if he'll end up going. I wonder if the offer's still on the table. Isn't it the same club that also took our old goalkeeper from us?
Mendy?
I think it was a different one. I think it was a different one.
I was going to say, mate, imagine
I
Mendy
could be
there.
wrong. I'm pretty sure it was a different one.
See, see, you guys are all confused. That's something that I remember someone said it. I think either it was JC or someone said this in the comments or the other day when we were streaming. That it's about time the Saudi league attach some certain things to their the football club. I mean, to the name of their football
so many established players. Like you need to have those younger players over there as well. Otherwise, people like have nothing interesting once those older players retire.
It's hard to distinguish between who is Al Ittihad and Al Hilal and Al Imbaga and
what's the one that Zuma was going to go to? It's a Dubai team that plays in the Saudi Pro League.
God,
was it that Al Shabab team? Was it
Al Shaban or Al Shawar?
I think it was Al Shabab, wasn't it?
Was on that? I think so.
They should use something like a Taranka Desert of Ashirawa or Ashabab. And the Lions, the title of Ayla, where Cristiano Ronaldo plays, where he cannot even have a free kick. Did you see that? I'm sure you guys have seen that video. Cristiano Ronaldo's latest free kick. Oh my goodness! far away. Even Sterling's one is a bit better. Cristiano Ronaldo, even when he moved the goalpost, he's still not hitting it.
Hey,
But-
listen here. Cristiano Ronaldo, man. I won't hear any. What you call? The guy's a legend, and he's still
yeah.
going and performing at the age of
I
age of 40, bro.
That's what
Do you
he
know I'm
does.
Yeah.
Huh?
I said
thought
diving.
He's still a
Nah.
ledge.
Come on,
Ronaldo dive?
I'm being fair. You can't deny that's true. Come on.
No. I get why people sometimes say that about him. I get it.
Sometimes,
I get it.
brother,
I
he
get it.
always dives.
Oh yeah, a lot of players died. A lot of players. Salah is one of them, and Luis Diaz another one.
Ahmed Diallo did it the other day.
Oh,
Has
Why
Me-
did
do-
it the
do-
other day? Oh my
do-
god, that was hilarious.
Has-
That one even died.
Ahmad Diallo
Has
did
Messi
that 2
ever?
times.
Has Messi ever dived, guys?
I don't
Not
know.
too many.
Probably.
Not too many.
No,
Ahmad
I'm just
Diallo.
saying.
Ahmad
He's-
Diallo.
Ronaldo has
He-
a reputation for doing it because of regularity he done it.
If Scala can agree with me, Ahmad Diallo did one preseason and he had a penalty. It was
Bro, he done
nowhere
one the
near
other day and then
penalty.
Maguire tried it as well, but Maguire had nobody near him when he did it.
No one was
Oh,
near
honestly,
Ahmad.
man.
Ahmad Diallo just went on the ground and without being touched. And he did the same thing in the Premier League and he's got yellow. And I was like, there you go. You need to stop that crap. He went diving. He got away with it during preseason because of those dodgy
Bro, he
American
was in the
referees.
Olympics.
You know what? Just one thing, guys. Going back to the Saudi League, right? Please, someone from Saudi League, please come and take Sanchez. Make him the goalkeeper there. You know, like what do they call that? The poster boy at one of the football clubs, man. Make him there. Someone come and take him. Come on. Oh man.
My friend said the other day, my friend goes, legally I cannot drive, but I would drive him to the airport.
Yeah, man. I'll be the first to drive him to
He
the
said it
airport.
about all of them. He said it about Sterling. He said it about Sanchez.
All right, lovely guys. Stephen Ryan, Mr. Ryan down on Discord and Alpha here on YouTube. The guys, thank you very much. Scala, most grateful to stay for that long. The DJ Sav,
Always a pleasure.
I don't know how much I can thank him for. Stephen G, a great guy, my right hand man himself. Guys, we want to bring the stream to an end. We've gone through a series of topics. It looks like YouTube doesn't really like this topic. It liked more of Victor Osimhen and Romelu Lukaku. I've done it. I've just got my survey done right. I've done a little research.
YouTube can stick it.
Yeah, they're really in love with Victor Osimhen
Bro,
stuff.
YouTube literally, we were saying, oh, it's nice that actually not messing us about for once, and then literally the next day we're here.
Yeah, we're back
I'm
to
telling you,
our usual numbers again.
I'm telling you guys, it's gonna be one of those ones. I'm gonna say probably the last couple of days of the window, possibly to the wire. Victor Osimhen to Chelsea, man. That's gonna be.
That's what I've been saying. Bro,
I think that's gonna speed up that.
I want it done, but for the content and for the stream, we need it to go deadline day.
Yeah.
It's the same way Romano works. Yeah, you remember the Enzo deal and all that, yeah.
Yeah, I remember it very well, bro.
Yeah, so
too well.
It was obviously done, yeah, but he was like, oh, if I tell people like they're leaving my stream, innit? So he kept going, I'm trying to get information, not done yet. And then all of a sudden, here we go.
Boom, done. Yeah, mate, I remember that. Very
That's
well.
That's what I'm saying. Like, he literally, bro, I'm telling you, that was done a lot earlier, but he was biding his time because he knows, like, as soon as I hit this, here we go.
Yeah,
it's done. Like, everyone's dropping because that was the story in the window.
The other thing I was going to say is that he's now all of a sudden he's now coming out again. No. He's been coming out more again he's talking about Osimhen now in his videos. So it looks like he's one obviously talk. I mean, people talk. I have to say, I always say sometimes Fabrizio does talk a lot of nonsense sometimes, and he doesn't always get things right.
Oh yeah,
but to be fair to the guy, to be fair to the guy, to be fair to the guy though, he was all over this whole Joao Felix thing, and lo and behold, it's happened. So if he's on this Osimhen thing again, he's obviously knowing things that are coming out from somewhere. So let's see what happens. I'm not saying
he's been on the Osimhen thing for time.
He died after all, didn't he?
As well, like he's one of the ones that's been saying it the most. But I've been saying for about a month now. I've not been saying it for a month. I'm saying for about a month now, it's always been Chelsea, with the exception of that short little period where it was PSG. Then PSG dropped out. Since PSG dropped out, there's no Saudi, there's no PSG. It's purely Chelsea and no Arsenal, just Chelsea. No PSG, just Chelsea. Like that makes me think in my head something's coming. It's going to happen.
Yeah, that's why I think we're
There's too
starting to
much
shift
noise
players
around
now, aren't we, bro?
for it to not happen in my head.
And this is why, if you think about it as well, guys, now this whole thing with Raheem Sterling's happened, we all know he's probably one of the most highest paid players at the club,
He
right?
is. It's him,
so let's be real.
Lukaku, Reece James are like the top 3 earners.
Yeah, well, we know Reece James ain't going nowhere, but those two
Yeah,
are.
no, Reece James is untouchable.
So basically, if you actually narrow it all down, Steve and Nee, right?
Yeah.
With those two guys off the wage bill, that's more or less over what, 625,000, or maybe even more off the wage bill. That would easily
bench and Sterling.
Add Sterling on top. So add Ben Chilwell's on that as well. You add that another one. What was that, 120,000? Was it 150,000 a week he's on, or something like that? Add him to that. That's more or less over 700,000. That could easily get you your Victor Osimhen in,
bro.
I've
been saying this. Nee, how long have I been saying this now?
Yeah,
I've literally been saying this for weeks now. Where I've been saying if we drop the wages of Sterling and or Lukaku, that's why I think they've not gone for the big deals, because you've got this squad cap rule, that's in UEFA, and it's going to be in the Prem in the background, and then it proper comes into the Prem next year.
Yeah.
If you drop those 2 highest earners, you've got that little bit of wiggle room to say to Osimhen, okay, we'll give you, give him 250, but we'll go, because the issue is more, as I explained the other day, because I saw a report on it, was that the issue is not 250 grand. The issue is getting him to be convinced into joining Chelsea with the bit of, without Champions League, you have to have your wages reduced, but with Champions League plus incentive, you say to him, Champions League, and then on top of that, if you get 30 goals all competitions, for example, you'll get another, I don't know, 50 grand or whatever,
yeah,
whatever. I'm just making up random numbers.
Randomly, yeah. But yeah, I get where you're coming from there.
But you add that, and then you back yourself to do that as a player, surely.
All right. Thank you very much, Stephen G. Alpha said that what an amazing stream. Great insightful conversation from the panel. Thank you very much. As Color Blue Line said, I'll jump on in 5 minutes. My Ronaldo said Jadon Sancho transfer, yes or not a transfer. No, it's just a host. It's just a host. It's never gonna happen. It's never going to. Chelsea not ready. There's no room for Jadon Sancho in our team right now. It's choked. Whichever position he plays, which is the left-hand side, that place is choked. We have to even get some players out. And likely we might end up seeing Mr. Olympics runner Raheem Sterling out of the football club.
Raheem, it's time to
the
go.
The guy that runs like Velma and Scooby-Doo.
No. I told you what he runs like. Well, who's seen Karate?
Velma, of all people, Velma from Scooby-Doo.
Hey, have you both seen Karate Kid?
Yeah, I have. Yeah. Which one?
Wax on.
Wax on. Yeah. That's what's a movie that was? That's a classic.
Bro,
no one come here to take the Mickey out of Karate Kid. Yeah. Have any of you seen the actual? Have you guys seen the actual program Cobra Kai? Leading up to all that. Oh, go and watch that recommendation, man. That's a wicked series. That's all about the whole Karate Kid.
Wax on, wax off.
That was actually in it as well, mate, because they go back to the movie and they showed that wax on, wax off, wax on, wax off. Kind of that thing.
All right. Ronaldo, big up to Ronaldo. I'm sure Ronaldo is the first time, because I didn't see here Ronaldo. So I'm sure this is the first time Ronaldo is joining us on the stream. Ronaldo, if you haven't subscribed to Blueclouds Media YouTube channel, please do me a favor, subscribe to the channel. And don't forget to keep your bell notification icon active at all times so you don't miss anything from this platform. Bottom, if you look at your screen right there, bottom right corner, you're going to see the bell notification right there in the middle. I'm sure that's where it is. Let me make this one bigger so I can see exactly what I'm talking about. You see, if you look at the screen where we have the edit video, remix, and all that kind of stuff, where you have the like and dislike and share, right there, you're gonna see the bell notification icon, and make sure you subscribe to the channel. Keep it up, keep it up, guys. I think that we're gonna leave it here. We're gonna leave it here. Let's all go take a chill pill or chill bath or whatever we want to take and relax. Tomorrow we'll come back again with more Victor Osimhen updates. I'm very, very sure there will be more updates on Victor Osimhen and Romero.
Or it'd just be Romano
Hopefully.
saying the issue is not the wage
Yeah.
being
Yeah,
the
yeah.
issue is him not dropping his wages. The issue is also
the issue.
that he does not want to join on a loan. But
That's the
been
one.
staying for about 6 months.
That's
Guys-
exactly what it's going to be.
Do you guys agree that they said Mikel Arteta is the second best Premier League manager in the Premier League? I mean, the second best manager in the Premier League.
What on what basis? Sorry, on what
You
basis?
say,
are we
no,
looking at
you're
this?
saying currently, right? You're saying
Yeah,
currently.
currently they said he's the best Premier League best manager after.
No, it's not Maresca. It's not Ten Hag. It's not
after Pep. He's the best right now.
Yeah,
I
he's
agree
the
with
best.
that.
He's the best. He's the best not winning Premiership titles. We're just finishing second. Yeah, I'll say that, bruv. Yeah, 100% that.
This might be unpopular, but I'd put Eddie Howe in with a shout as well.
All right, so we're about to hop off, but unfortunately, I would say unfortunately. Fortunately, I would say unfortunately. Fortunately, we have Mo joining us here. Mo, big up to you, brother. Take over for as much
big
as
up,
you
big
can.
up. If you guys want to leave, then we can do this on the next stream. If you guys have to go.
No, I'm all right. I can stay for a bit. Steven, you guys in for a bit? At least about 15.
I have to check, but I might be able to. Yeah, just give me a couple minutes. I can check.
Mo wants to share some stuff with us. You know, I always love to hear from him. Go for it, brother.
So I've been listening to what you guys have been saying, and to be honest, you've kind of covered all the you've ticked all the boxes. I agree with a lot of what you guys have said, but one thing, and I don't know if you guys covered it because I've only been watching for the past 20 minutes, so I don't know if you guys covered it earlier on in the stream, but I want to get your take on Maresca because Maresca is brutal, man. I mean, the way he's been talking, it's like he said this. He said, "I'm working with 21, 22 players. The others, they're training individually. I'm not even watching them. I'm not even talking to them. That doesn't go down well with me. I mean, managers watch players that play in different clubs. They watch different games. They want to see how other players are developing, how other players are performing. And you've got like 15 to 20 players in your own squad that you're not even interested in. You've already put an X on them. You don't really care what they're doing, how they're doing it. I mean, how are you gonna give them a chance to win you over? How are you gonna give them a chance to get back into the squad? Because I understand, him having 21, 22 players that he's focusing on, and he's gonna, bring into his team this season. But then the others are also going to be trying their utmost to win you over. I mean, those who will be transferred will be transferred. Big up to Courtney in the chat, by the way. Those who will be transferred, but you still have to give him a chance. And we're talking about players who have got history with this club. Like the likes of Chalobah, Sterling. I mean, it's subjective. I think Sterling is a good player. He hasn't played well. He hasn't performed, but I think he does have it within him to perform, to play well. I think he hasn't been managed properly, by the past managers. Is that an excuse? No, he's not performing. He's on high wages, and I totally agree with what you guys said about getting these guys off the wage bill. I think Ben Chilwell is close to 200,000. Sorry, 200,000 a week. not sure the exact figure, but it's 190, 180, or maybe two.
Okay.
So getting these players off the books, I totally understand it. Whether or not Sterling fits his system, whether or not Ben Chilwell fits his system, I'm yet to see the system. I'm yet to see, what does Sterling do that you don't think he will fit your system, and yet you have Mudryk in your squad. Now, Modric is a young player. Modric is still a developing player. Therefore, Modric can potentially, outplay and bypass the standards of Raheem Sterling potentially. But is that really the thinking behind it? And if so, explain it more. Because when he was asked, what it is that you don't think Sterling has, he said, "Oh, I'm not saying Sterling is a bad player. He just doesn't fit my type of winger." What is your type of winger? Let us know. I'm delighted about the Joao Felix signing. I think Joao Felix will add a lot to our squad, to our depth, to the creative aspect. I think on my last stream, and I think you were there, Nee, someone said that he tends to hit the post a lot. Well, let's hope he gets his angles a little bit better this time, and instead of hitting the post, he gets that ball in the back of the net, because he is a goal threat when he's performing. I think it was DJ Sav, or it might have been Steve. They said something about Champions League football, and will Osman be happy to play without having Champions League football?
It wasn't that. So what it is just quickly so that I can
go ahead.
make it easier, right? It's essentially the issue at the moment is convincing him that with our wage structure, you're on less money if we're not in Champions League, and if we're in Champions League, you're on more money. So when we're not in it, everyone has a reduction. So that's what the main issue on the wages is apparently at the moment.
Which makes sense. When you're playing Champions League football, there's that extra money in the kitty. So we can attract more, a bigger sponsor. We can attract a sponsor, bigger sponsor. We can attract a sponsor for our fun of shirts. We will get we will get money for playing in the Champions League. So there will be that incentive. But the thing is, in regards to Victor Osimhen, his current contract, I believe, is 190,000 a week. 190,000 a week is above the cap that we have, which is I think it's 150,000 a week.
Yeah.
But it's not that much higher. So, with these guys getting off the books, we can potentially offer him the same wages, if not something a little bit better. And I will, I will second the point that Stephen made, and adding, if we do qualify for the Champions League, we will give you £1 million bonus, okay, and your wages will be reviewed again.
For example, if we get Champions League, you could be on like 300 grand opposed to like 220, 250.
Yeah, and that could be an incentive that could be rolled out to the entire first team. If we get Champions League football, then we will all review. We'll review all of your wages, and that wage cap can be modified while we are in the Champions League. And again, you can stipulate in the contract, as long as we are in the Champions League, this is the wages you'll be receiving. If we don't qualify for the Champions League, then you'll be back to what you're on today. So there is a lot of wiggle room. But yeah, that is just really my comments on what I heard over the last 20 minutes.
Thank you very much, Mokat.
Just quick, that stuff is already in there, by the way, with the reductions for like the newer players that came in. Like I think Enzo's got it, for example. I think all of them do now, for the most part. Anyone that signed a new deal or signed since, I think, about not last summer, but from that January, I think it is. I think they all have it. I'm not sure if anyone from the first summer does. The only one here is Sterling. So outside of that, they basically all have it as far as I'm aware. So,
all right. Thank you very much, Stephen and Mo. I have a reply or quick answer for Mo's question regarding the way Enzo Maresca answered the question at press conference today. Courtney said that Chelsea owners are very, very, very disrespectful to the fans and the players, to be honest with you. according to Courtney. Mark, I think Muhammad, yeah, Muhammad said, how much would you guys sell Disasi for? We'll give you an answer here soon. To me, I'll take 35 million. That's okay for Disasi. 35 million is fine. Um, Whatever. I don't know. I don't remember how much we paid for him, but 35 million will be okay. All right. So this is how I'm gonna say it. I don't think that Enzo Maresca's question he really mean what he was trying to say. I think he's trying to take the make out of these media people asking so many questions and throwing things outside or out there that is not true. So he's trying to just make it simple. I'm saying it today. I got a 21, 22, 23 squad that I work with. The others, whether they're on 10 years, 25 years contract, he doesn't really care about those, but he's picking a squad that he's focusing on. Those are the players that he wants to work with them in the season. So whatever news that is out there regarding him and the Chelsea Football Club, he's trying to say that is not true. He works with this amount of players. So it means that those ones that he's not looking at will be leaving the
Can
football
I
club, in my
can I co-
opinion.
can I come in on that, knee?
Oh, yes, sir.
I totally understand it and totally agree with it. However, it's not something that you're going to be saying in the press conference. Alpha, big up to you. Thank you. So it's not something that I'll be saying in the press conference. I wouldn't be, putting my players out there, in a negative light. I mean, just put yourself in the position of those players who are training by themselves, who are in the development squad right now. Hearing Maresca speaking like this about them when they were playing for the first team, last season. Some of them were even in the preseason tour. So for him to say that in the press conference, I think it's not right. You may think that way, you may feel that way, you may have that conversation with the players, but don't say that in a press conference where you make the players look bad in the eyes of the public. To be honest, I think it had a counter effect. It's made him look bad in the eyes of the
Yeah,
fans.
it does.
I
Yeah.
I my main concern here is we all want to see Maresca succeed. We all want to see Chelsea succeed. But the way he's handling the press conferences, the way he's handling the media, I think he's going to lose the fan base very, very quickly. And I think the worst part about it is he's going to lose the dressing room very, very quickly. And we've seen Chelsea squads in the past when the manager has lost the dressing room, it gets really, really ugly really, really quickly. And I'm talking about times when we had the likes of Hazard, the likes of Terry Lampard. Back in those days when managers lost that dressing room, things got ugly very quickly, and I don't want to see that happen again. Especially when we are in such a turbulent situation with our performances, without not having Champions League football, having these owners on our heads, and I'm
Yeah.
scared it's gonna get ugly really quickly.
Yeah, I mean, I said this earlier on. Big up, Chimo, by the way. Yeah, I
Big up,
agree.
PJ.
I agree with it 100% because I said it earlier on. I said this earlier on when I said that about professionalism, and and you guys were questioning why I was saying that, because what it does does show is the youngsters that probably want to think they're going to come, the ones that have been playing at Chelsea already, thinking, oh yeah, we want to be in that first team down the lines, but the manager's talking like that in a press conference and saying, oh, I don't care about them. I mean, that doesn't really go down well with them as well, and it doesn't look a good light on us. And as it is, we're getting so much crap in the press con in the media at the moment from everyone. I just think, as I said it before, I mean, I get what Maresca's trying to do, and listen, it might just be the manager, obviously, because it might be the passion that's in him, and he's obviously got a bit vexed over the last couple of days from the media, and more or less he's just come out and said what he feels, but. I do get the point. He does get straight to the point. He doesn't beat about the
Beat
bush.
around the
He's
bush.
straight to the point. Do you get what I'm trying to say? He's straight to the point. But yeah, in some situations, I agree. He could have handled himself a little bit better, because it doesn't look a good look as well. Because as I said, we are going through a turbulent time at the moment, and by him coming out with comments like that can make just deepen even worse for us. If that makes any sense to you guys?
Yeah. You don't you think that even we could all, I mean, from what you're saying, maybe behind the scenes, he look at the players, been talking to them because he is a father for he's a father figure for all those young players. So one way or the other, he does have a good relationship with them, but he just blow that out during press conference, so the media
Me,
will stop talking about the same thing over and over.
yeah.
Go
Could it
ahead.
also
Me,
be a case
one,
of
one, one, one
he's
second,
meaning
Steven.
gone?
One second, Steven. I just want to. Me, you're old school. Yeah, you're old school. You're from my generation. Yeah.
Yeah.
Now we growing up, okay, our fathers would get upset with us when we stepped out of line. But I guarantee you, your father and my father never disrespected us in front of anyone else in public. He would take us home and he would do what he has to
Yeah.
do to get us in line,
Yeah.
but he would never disrespect us in public. Maresca is a father figure. He cannot be disrespecting the players in public. That's just
I mean, that's
that's
true.
old school.
To
It's
be
old
honest with you,
school,
old
but
school way. My dad did that. He would whip
yeah,
us in the
yeah,
bedroom and then come
yeah.
and say, "Oh, my boy over there, he's very, very respectful," but his boy is not. But yeah,
Mm,
because whatever it is, whatever statement you put out there in public, you tarnish the image of your own self because you are a
exactly,
subset of Chelsea Football Club. So if you say
exactly.
that all those players over there are just useless, don't even pay attention to them, oh, what that means that Chelsea don't even have time for those young players. It's not just Enzo Maresca because Enzo Maresca formed part of Chelsea Football Club. And he's the
Yeah,
head of those young players. So if you say that in public, it means that those guys are even useless. And the dad was like, "Why is my dad saying that?" He forgot that he's part of the
yeah,
Chelsea group. But why does it go to public? He thinks maybe he's disgracing me in public, but he's disgracing himself. And I've said that before. It's
yeah.
a pure example. I've said that. My dad have done that thing one before, and I was like, "Dad, didn't you know what you're saying? Is you're just putting yourself, you're disgracing yourself because I am your son." You get what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
I understand what Mo is saying, 100%.
And it's just say sorry to Stephen for cutting him off, man. I just wanted to say that before I lost my train of thought. So I
No,
apologize.
I
good.
mean, you
But
just said it.
It could also be a thing of, I guess I haven't paid full attention to what the questions are. I've not really watched the conference, right?
Yeah.
But I think it could also be in what the question was. Like, could it not potentially? I don't know. If you guys have watched the conference, then you can tell me. I've not watched it, as I've said, so I'm not sure, right? Could it not also be a case of not caring in terms of like you're asking me the same stuff constantly? Like, I don't care for this question anymore. Like every day, same thing. Where you got asked like one question about the opponent, and other than that, it was Sterling.
Yeah.
Like all the time, it was Sterling. Bro, apparently, I don't know if this is true. Apparently, when he finally got asked a question about Savet, he literally started off by saying "finally,"
he did.
and then
He did.
apparently they asked
Yeah.
Dewsbury Hall
He
about
did. He
4
did.
questions about Sterling as well.
Stephen, I agree. This is a press conference for a game, and we should be addressing the game and questions about the game. So I get his frustration. 100% get his frustration, but he should be trained enough, media savvy to be able to address this. I mean, he's from the school of Pep Guardiola. Pep Guardiola, for me, is one of the best managers when it comes to press conferences. He knows exactly how to be sarcastic. He knows exactly when to be serious, and he plays the media the way that he wants to play him. He's not only able to play
He
good
plays
football
into
on the
his
pitch, he's
students.
also But so I'm disappointed in from that side of Maresca. Hopefully he'll be spoken to about it and told you need to tone this down. You need to maybe focus a little bit on PR, etc., etc. I mean, he's never had this level of attention before. Managing at Leicester in the Championship, managing even when he managed in Italy, it was in Serie B. So he's never had this attention, and now people are listening to every word he's saying, and they are going to be criticizing and commending
People
everything he
nitpick
says.
every little thing he says.
Of course.
Yeah, and then they have to the media has to take things easy because sometimes the way we speak in our languages, if you want to translate it directly in English, it becomes very, very awful. You get what I'm saying? It's just
To
like,
be fair, his
yeah,
English is quite good.
It
Unlike
is.
Poch, was here for what, 6 or 7 years between Southampton and Spurs, then came back
don't
and
talk
he
about
struggled. Yeah.
Don't even talk about him.
No, you're not
Go
getting my
ahead.
point though. My
I
point
know,
is,
I get your point.
Poch was here for about 7 years before he left England. Yeah. Then he came back and he still needed his assistant to translate. Whereas Maresca's English is actually very good. He doesn't need that.
Yeah,
He will
Poch
just
doesn't
say
read.
it how it
He
is.
doesn't read. He always read Portuguese and Spanish. That's why his English was so bad. Courtney, big up to you. Courtney said, with these so-called ruthlessness, how do they expect players to be comfortable fighting for the badge on the pitch? I mean, it's psychologically they have to bring it in and help the players so it doesn't really affect them on the pitch. I don't think it will, but they will because the players they know where they stand. A lot of money have been spent on them, and they know they have to prove themselves on the pitch. Else they'll be sent out of the football club, in my opinion. But I understand what Courtney is saying. Thank you very much, Courtney, for that. Any more you want to add to it? Broja, okay. Steven said the Broja medical completed. Thank you very much, Broja. More, I'll say something right now before I forget. Excuse me, else I will. It looks like Lukaku Osimhen, titles are working on YouTube because yesterday you were here yesterday, right?
Yeah.
Or 2
Yes.
days
Yeah.
ago.
I was watching. I didn't interact.
Oh, okay. So yesterday's stream that I did had over 4K views on it and almost 100 likes. First ever. So, it's all about Victor Osimhen and Lukaku. So I think that those titles are trending much more on.
I've actually just
YouTube.
I posted a video about an hour ago. Updating on the whole Lukaku and Osimhen situation. There is one thing that might have been missed on Twitter. Chelsea Football Club has announced some changes in the squad numbers. Did you guys hear about it?
Yeah, I saw.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So the number 9 is still vacant, which is an indicator.
Yeah.
The Napoli director has come to London, or is coming to London in the next day. Him coming to London for the second time, I think, in a couple of weeks.
Second time in about a week, literally.
In about a week, right? Yeah. So him doing that, it shows the amount of pressure that Conte is actually putting on his club to get Lukaku through the door. It's literally that's it. I mean, we know Lukaku. He's on the phone 24/7. Oh mate, get me out of here. I'm a celebrity. Get me out of here. I want to go. So he's on the phone talking to Conte. Do this, get this done. Please get this done. Conte, we know what Conte is all about. He's like, get this done or I'm leaving. I haven't come here for. I can't make that accent, but he has the antics, that is needed. So the Napoli director has come to London on a flight paid for by Conte and Romelu Lukaku. All right, Lukaku's putting him up in his house, like, listen, just sit here, just get this deal done. So Lukaku, like I said yesterday, he will be a Napoli player before the end of this window. The quicker this is done, the better a chance we have of signing Victor Osimhen. Now, there is one thing, and I don't know if I've mentioned this already. I have been looking back on the interviews that Victor Osimhen has done in the past 2 years. I've watched pretty much all of them, and he's been asked a ton of times about his move to Chelsea specifically and his move to the Premier League generally. Osimhen wants to play in the Premier League. He has said that many times. He also has a close. He's got affection for Chelsea. I'm not going to say he's a Chelsea fan, but we know he is. All right, we've seen him as a kid.
Record, but just
but we know he is. Yeah, we've got picture evidence. And when he talks about Chelsea, you can see it. You can see the passion that he has. For me, Osimhen will come to Chelsea provided he gets paid a decent wage. Victor Osimhen has a very, very close relationship with John Obi Mikel. All right, and John Obi Mikel, on numerous occasions, has spoken to him about the Chelsea Football Club and playing for Chelsea. I also know that John Obi Mikel currently is unhappy about the state of play at the club when it comes to the ownership and the way they're handling business.
Yep.
Is that going to impact Osman's decision? I hope not. Okay. I think if we are able to sign Osman with the current co-op of players that we have, if Maresca is half decent, it doesn't have to be a good manager. If he's half decent, with the squad that we have, with the players that we have, we should be finishing top four easily. All he's got to do is, I mean, do you guys remember Lampard?
Yeah.
Lampard was like, go out there and play well. Yeah, that was his
Go out
strategy.
there,
Go out
play
there
for
and
badge, done.
That's
play
it.
for the badge, done. And then we qualified for the Champions League. So Maresca, if he's half decent, we can do it with this couple of players. We have got some good players. Joao Felix, I know this is PR, I know this is media,
Mm-mm.
but the way he was speaking about how happy he is to be at Chelsea, it resonated with me. I know he was probably happier to leave Atleti than than joining Chelsea because of the issues he was having there. But for him to to speak so well of Chelsea, for him to already have a very close friend at Chelsea in Pedro Neto, that that I'm hoping builds chemistry. I'm hoping we can see something connecting with these two lads. But we have to wait and see. We have to wait and see. I'm hoping that this happens. I'm hoping that this happens. Lukaku in the next couple of days. Osman potentially transfer deadline day deal. And if that is the case, we're going to get a lot of views, Nick, because we've been
That's what I
streaming
said earlier.
I know, I know,
Saying
I know.
This is-
last week.
Yeah, it's really rocking. And Mo, I did never put any tags on my video. No tags in yesterday's video. Nothing. It was just a title and description, and a few hashtags. And look how that video blows up yesterday. Over 4K, bro. 100 likes on that video.
Hashtags are overrated.
I know.
I wouldn't waste my time with hashtags.
I just put a few, like around 6 of them down there, and that's all.
I wouldn't waste my time with hashtags. I would put tags in the description. I'd put keywords in the description.
Yeah.
But hashtags they used to matter. A couple of years ago, there were a massive impact on viewership. But now I don't really
doesn't
see
work.
it.
It doesn't work anymore.
Yeah.
And the algorithm, I almost algorithm has changed. It depends on how much you're watching. If more people are watching it, then YouTube can start pushing it. That's what happened yesterday. There was a lot of people on the stream, over 20 and 30 people were watching. Then YouTube started pushing it. So after the stream even ended, we ended the stream with 40 likes on the stream. And the following morning, it's got 40 plus more likes on the video with some few views. You could tell a lot of people were still watching it through the analytics. And I said, oh, that's good.
What's the subscription count on that video?
On the average, I think it's 3,500.
You sent me a picture already.
No,
saying that it's
on the
not
video. On the video. How many new subscribers came on that video?
You sent me one about 7 hours ago, which had it at 48.
Yeah, 48.
Fantastic.
On that video alone.
Fantastic. That's a really healthy number. That's a really healthy number.
Yeah.
That's about what it's
In 28.
yeah. It's
Go ahead.
about 5%. Is it about 5%? Is it yeah, about 5%.
And it
Yeah,
says
so
about in about 28 days is being what do you call it? 129 in 28 days. 129 28 days. And
what subscribers on the channel?
Yeah.
On the channel. Okay.
On 28 days. And
I get that in 2 days.
I know. It's just a few days. And this Lukaku thing, and then the thumbnail that I changed my thumbnail. I'm using a new thumbnail. So YouTube told me this thumbnail is really working, and you got to keep using it. So I was like, man, I can't use the same thumbnail all the time because I have different thumbnails for my.
This is a YouTube tutorial right now. So everyone who's watching, this is a YouTube tutorial. Let me give you guys some tips. Don't use too many words in your thumbnail. Okay, if you want to use words in your thumbnail, use like "done deal," "here we go," or, it's happening. A catchphrase rather than a title.
Like 2-3 little word type thing.
Yeah,
exactly. Yeah. Avoid having text on your thumbnail. it distracts people from actually clicking on the thumbnail. Logos, remove logos. So the only logos you should use on thumbnails for us content creators, football content creators, is club
badges,
logos,
club
badges.
logos,
Yeah,
badges.
yeah. I inserted my logo on a couple of videos. It didn't have any effect. You stick the Chelsea badge, you stick the Atleti, Real Madrid, depending on what the story is about. That's gonna get clicks. Avoid using your own image. The
Mhm.
only time I would use my own image is if it's a live stream. And reason being is I want people to recognize when they see me on the thumbnail. That's a live stream. Otherwise, you want to get people to click based on that thumbnail. The amount of people that you want clicking on that thumbnail are people who don't know you,
Right.
right? Because you want to generate subscribers. If people clicking on that thumbnail because they see your image, they're people who you already know, who already subscribe to your channel. You're gonna get them to click. You're gonna get that view. But a lot of people who will scroll down, they'll see a face that they don't recognize, and they'll just move on.
Mhm.
Okay, so players, managers, directors, football related images, fantastic. If you are, like Eunice or George Benson, where you have, two, 300,000 subscribers, having your image on there will generate those views because you
Right.
actually have those 200 subscribers. So just keep that balance. And
And and
your titles, Nee. Sorry,
yes.
just one more thing. Your titles. Try to get as much information in the title as possible that is relevant. So
Right.
before, I would write a description in the title. Chelsea transfer news discussing the Romelu Lukaku deal. Yeah, that is too much of a mouthful.
Yeah, that's
Chelsea
informative.
tra- Chelsea transfer news, Lukaku deal. The word discussing the, take those two words out. So keep it short and sweet, and then you're able to add more to that title. You've got 100 characters. Make sure you use every single character. All right, put as much information in that title as possible because that title will then hit searches. So someone might be
Yeah.
searching transfer news. They might be searching transfer news for something else, but because you have that in your title, that is going to hit on the
Because
search.
those
So
keywords are there, it hits the
Those are the
it hits.
keywords.
algorithm.
Yeah,
Those are the keywords.
yeah.
Keywords especially, but at least you have to have a Chelsea name in the title because those are the ranking keywords on Chelsea. So yeah,
Chelsea transfer news.
news. Yeah.
Those 3 words. Yeah. This is for now. All right. Once the transfer window is over, okay. Match
Change it.
review, match preview. Those are
Much
key.
highlights. Much highlights.
Highlights, don't use highlights because if you use highlights and they click on your video
And you're not
and
giving them highlights.
highlights, they're
They're
gonna
off.
click off. All right. That's gonna reduce your view. What's it called? The impression click rate. All
Yeah.
right, that's going to get reduced, and that video will not be recommended anymore. So you want to keep that recommendation going for as long as possible. Recommendations normally last 2 to 3 hours after the video is published. If that recommendation is above, I would say 20%, you
Mhm.
will see it be extended for 6, 7, 8 hours.
Yeah.
Um, on average, just as a number, I'm going to throw this number out there. On average, my videos, the first 2 hours, they're about 18%, and then they start to go down to about 12%, and they stay around 12%. So that is one thing you have to work on, and see what you have to do to generate that. Sometimes it's delaying the plugs. So I normally plug my likes and subscriptions within the first 30 seconds, or just after 30 seconds have gone by,
Mhm.
because you want them to be understanding what the video is about for the first 30 seconds, and then you do the plug. I've delayed the plug a minute to 2 minutes in videos, and they actually get more views. But they don't get a lot of subscriptions, and they don't get a lot of likes. But because people are watching them for longer, some people just switch off once they hear that plug. Please like the channel. Please subscribe to the channel. Automatically switch off. I don't know what it is. So play about with these things.
Yeah.
Playing about with these things makes a big difference.
Yeah, and also one more thing I've make a little research is the visual test. There's something called visual test, and you have to put yourself into that position, especially when you go on billboards and when you're looking at the billboards. Tell me, where do you start looking first? Do you start from right to left, or you start from left to right?
Right to
Remember,
left.
you start from this side to your left to right, not right
Yeah,
to left.
but Nia, I'm an Arab, so Arabs, we
Oh,
right
It
to left, so
flips
it's
now.
okay, okay. I got you. Yeah.
So because of your culture and your background, you flip it, innit?
Yeah,
yeah.
I get it now. So yeah, visual test on your thumbnails also. Let your main image, the whatever you're talking about, have to be from the biggest it should be on the left. If you look at my thumbnail, that's what I've been doing now. The new thumbnail, the way I put it, make sure the image starts from the left hand side and then it works its way to the right hand side. If you put your picture on the right hand side and you have a text on the left hand side, people are not going to see that. So whatever you're trying to show to them has to be image from left hand side going. So
Yeah,
that's
but
also
the issue I have is when I'm editing, I just can't do it that way. It just doesn't, for me mentally, it just doesn't work. So I just can't do it.
but
So,
yeah,
so if you look at all my thumbnails, it's the other way around.
yeah. Thank you. I mean, we all learning from the legends and those that have been there for a while and doing it, and those that have the numbers. So I'm picking up some few ideas from me and others that I've seen start going on. So yeah, time to milk
One,
the cow.
one last tip. One
Yes,
last
sir.
tip. If you want to get views, and I'm talking about on your you want to get your subscribers to re-engage, yeah? Because for example, my videos, it's about 60% subscribers and 40% non-subscribers. Okay, now so I got 40% not of my subscribers not watching my videos, or at least the ratio. So how do I get my subscribers to engage with my videos? The trick is this: the community tab.
Right.
You have to post, and I've seen you posting, but don't post things that require them to comment. Post things that require them to click. So put polls on there. Do you think Felix would succeed at Chelsea? Yes or no? Okay, if you put that on there, you're gonna get maybe 200 people interacting, but the actual likes on that actual message might only be 3 or 4 likes. But the fact that you've had 200 people interacting on that tab, those people next time you publish, they're gonna get a notification on their timeline. Not only because they may not have the bell turned on, but they're gonna get your video on the timeline because they have already interacted with you recently.
Right.
So if you want to do something and you want to make sure you have a lot of interaction with it, publish a couple of polls 2 or 3 days before that, and polls that will entice them. I'll give you an example. Do you think Maresca is going to be a flop? Yes or no? People are gonna respond. They're like, no, wait, yes, it's something that is controversial. People are they're gonna want to interact with that. If they think Maresca is not gonna flop, and they go and they see a lot of people have voted that he is gonna flop, they're gonna vote no, he's not gonna flop, just to increase that. And by doing that, you're gonna get interactions on your channel, which then will reflect on your viewership. So there's a lot of different tools, but it's just a matter of utilizing them.
Yeah, it's a lot. It's all about hit and miss and
There's a
trying
lot of
some
that.
few things. Yeah, but yeah, I mean, it will not. It's better to know more of the things that you have to do to get out there. But YouTube even told me since I started, I realized that my posts are doing very well. The likes are doing better, just like you said. But then not many comments because it's not like a question. It's not really interrupting, but they're liking it. 44 and then 45 and 30 likes and videos, and it's very, very good. So yeah, I'll put some more work into it and try to get them to stop typing and say something based on the comments that I put there. It's always good to know. It's always good to learn, and I will never stop learning until they put me in the ground and say rest in peace.
That's the way life is, and
Yeah.
I asked the Almighty to give you a long life, but that's the way life is. We're here. we grind, we work, we we try to learn, and then one day the lights will go off, and hopefully we have done enough in our life to have people remember us for for being good people. Hopefully.
Right. Absolutely. I'll read some few comments that we call it today. Courtney, I think I read that one. Alpha said Blue Lounge spitting the fact. Absolutely, that is true. Alpha said Blue Lounge speaking the fact there. Number 9 curse has to be broke according to Swedish. Big up to you. Alpha against John Obi Mikel confirmed on his live stream last week that he and Didier Drogba have been personally speaking to Osimhen to come to Chelsea, according to Alpha. And Swadish said our match is tomorrow, then Sunday. A 1 day gap only can that cause our player fatigue. Yeah. I do understand that.
It's not 1 day. It's not 1 day. We're playing on
days.
Thursday. Yeah.
You have a 2 days difference for resting
And
then get back to training.
and rotation. Rotation is going to play a massive part. I don't think he's going to be playing the strongest team on Thursday, to be honest.
Yeah, Stephen even sent me they say a picture or the squad list for tomorrow. Or where did I put it? Okay. Stephen said that the squad list for Robert Sanchez, Philip Jorgensen, Marcus Bettinelli, Axel Disasi, Mark Cucurella, Tosin Adebi Brayo, Tosi Banu Abadishia. Is it? This is players. Okay. Badishia, Maurice James, Malo Gusto, who's again? Renato Viega, all the squads, the players are in the squads. Lots of top names. Kano Chukwemeka, Noni Madueke. So the Enzos, the Casados are not in there. Moses Casedo in there.
Reese won't be playing. Reese is on the list, but he won't be playing. He confirmed that in the press conference.
He won't play?
He won't play, no.
He won't play.
He won't take part, yeah.
All right. So a player performance accountant, big up to you, my friend. He says how many goals he scored for Arsenal. And who is he talking about? All right, probably here. Alpha said we have to be worried, bro. I understand your point, but we have injury-prone players, so we have to be very, very careful. I'm not so sure who exactly my brother here is talking about. Player performance accountant. How many goals will he score for Arsenal? I'm not so sure. But guys, it's been a long day. Today, Mo Jonas has given us a lot of information. Very, very interesting. Very, very beneficial to me myself, and I keep everything on my table here to work on it to better my stream. So, guys, like I said, I'm always open for criticism. I'm not perfect. I'm still growing. I'm still learning. So, anyone here in the chat that has any advice for me, I always take it and work on it. So in terms of my streaming, if you have anything regarding the the layout of the stream, that is something I've already worked on. It's already there in the pipeline. It's just that I have to upgrade it. StreamYard is the one I'm using for now. But when the time comes, I'll be switching away, and you guys will love it. There's a lot that's already taken care of in terms of camera view. There'll be more than 3-4 cameras in my studio when it's ready. So that one has been taken care of. If anything else, and you want to tell me will I say better in it, just let me know. You can send it here. I don't mind. Send it to me in private. I don't mind.
One comment, Nee. The green screen that you had when you joined my stream, you looked crisp in. I don't know if you're using the same camera but you looked crisp. So the lighting was good, the background was good. So think about using that more for your streams.
Do you know why it looks so crispy? I'm not so sure of your service. Probably you've paid for 1080p, right?
No, I haven't. No. I'm using the 720.
720. Yeah, I'm using 720 right now. But it looks like the background, when I use the background of the room was white. You get what I'm saying? So it makes me stand out of their video. But this background looks a little bit dark because it's brown and my RGB light, which I have here, that's reflecting to it. So that's the difference between the one that I use. But when I use the green screen, the white background makes me because it's like right now, black people, when you put them in black room, you can't see them. That's what I am. You put black person in the black room, you can't see them. We put a white person in a black room, it's always, he or she is always visible. And that's what I have found myself right now. So until I change my background, I'll be more visible to you white people there.
Bro, how's that the first thing I hear when I re-enter the room?
Yeah.
So
No, I used to use a green screen, and
Yeah.
the
it's the
thing
same
is,
camera. It's the same camera, Mo. It's the same camera. It's a
Yeah,
4K
yeah.
Sony camera. That's what I use over here.
But
So,
the
yeah.
thing is with green screens, I just don't like setting it up, taking it down. It's just too much work. So that's why I use a dark background. I've
Yeah.
got a few lights that I can switch on just to make it look a little bit more. But I just kept it simple. Just kept it simple.
Well, that's what I try to do. After coming on your stream, I have to readjust the zoom in again to get the whole studio in. But yeah, it's something that I have a studio. Studio is already set. I don't know if I should show it to you guys now. No, I don't know if I should do it. Steven, should I do it? It's your call,
Nah, man.
Steven. Should I
Keep
do
on
it?
waiting. Keep on waiting.
Oh, I'll keep you guys.
Right, Nee. Do a special reveal video. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll send
Build
it.
up to it. Up to it. Do a special reveal video. This is my setup. Let me take you. Let me give you a tour, and that video will get a ton of views. I guarantee it.
Absolutely. Mo, if you see that video, it's the best YouTube live stream video ever on YouTube. There's nothing there like that. I'm telling you, Mo. I'm telling you.
Before you post it,
Mhm.
send me a message on WhatsApp, yeah. And I will I will share it on my community tab to make sure that people will go and watch that video.
Mo, I'm saying if you see that video, if you see that studio, it's the best. Not even those with 1 million subscribers have that video. No one has it. I'm not bragging, but I'm telling you the truth. No one has that seat set up. No one.
I know you, so I believe you. I know you, so I believe you.
No one has that set up.
Yeah,
no one. It's all right.
By the way, just before we sign off, the other day you guys were talking about boxing and whatnot. I've seen you sparring. I've seen some of your old videos, Nee. I think you post them on Instagram. So I've seen the way you pack a punch. So anyone wanting to step up to Nee, make sure you have health insurance. Yeah, make sure you have health insurance.
Yeah, my coach will tell you I jab very, very well. My jabs are very, very effective. You can't get me. When I get on you, I have a fight.
Just want to say a big up to Swadish and thank you for subscribing.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, Swedish, connect to my man over here. You love him. Yeah, absolutely. I got into a ring with a guy. He's way heavier than me. He's in a heavyweight, and I'm not close to his weight. The coach stopped the fight within, I think within about 65 seconds. He stopped the fight. And he's more advanced than I am, and he has more bigger punches, and he cannot stand the jabs that were coming to him. Because I had like 3 continuous jabs coming with that before I lay on my power punching. So I have a very, very good jabs, and that's my wicked weapon. I had when I was growing up and everything. So yeah, that's just by the way. And that's going to be part of this platform, Blueclouds media platform. We're going to have a boxing channel, and which I'll try and see how I can juggle between the football and then boxing at the same time. And politics will also come in. It's not.
You're right though, because a lot of the fighters are like late times, so they don't typically clash.
Yeah, absolutely. That's more going to be more
unless you're in Saudi or London, then you're in trouble.
Yeah, Saudi more will be on American time. I mean UK time, isn't it? Yeah. But yeah, we work towards it. Big up to everyone there that is joining. It's a bit congested room. Yeah, it's a little bit congested, which is true. I had so much stuff. It's not a whole lot. It's just a bit more. What I say, Chelsea Pantherian trophy, and not a whole lot. But yeah, I want to get in a bigger space, but I have a bigger space now. But it's all about time. I'm going to put it all together. And once it's done, I will make a short video, come to how I made this room, into that room, and it's gonna be the best YouTube, setup ever. When you guys see it, it's very, very lovely. When you see it, beautiful, beautiful. I don't want to show it. Steven said keep the suspense and make a video and post it, and it's gonna get millions, millions. I'll make sure I do the video very well. I'll put the video very, very well. Put my face there and the studio, and I'll do this, and put a little caption or title on it for people to watch it. We'll do it. Swati said that.
Has he explained any of the stuff to you
Do what, Steven?
about what's happening with it? Have you explained it to Mo or anyone else?
Oh no, I haven't. I'm just keeping a secret away from him.
Yeah,
I'll keep him.
I didn't know in it because I know you two always talking in it.
Yeah. He's a great lad, man. He's a great guy. I want to see Chelsea community member in one frame stream to do to this happen. Oh, yeah, it's very, very difficult. Those are would I say Chelsea content creators that live in London. They are very, very isolated. They feel they are better than a lot of people. I've reached out, guys. I've reached out to some of them, and they will not even respond to you. A lot of them. I don't know why they feel that way.
Do you know what I think part of it is?
Yeah.
A lot of the London and UK based Chelsea YouTubers will go to the games and stuff, and they've got a big following already. So a lot of them, and look, nobody attacked me. I'm just stating my opinion on these people, innit? I think a lot of them have a really high ego and think they're a lot further up the chain than where they actually are in terms of what they produce. I used to subscribe to so many of them, yeah. I don't watch any Chelsea fan channels or anything now. Like, obviously I'm on here, but the ones I used to watch, I felt like they were starting to change the bigger they got, and I was like, nah, I'm not giving them my time. Like, it's not worthy of it. Because if they just want to be arrogant, like, they got to a point where they were like certain people where even when they weren't massive channels, it was like, I'm only gonna read out the ones that pay, guys, and stuff like this. It's like, bro, you're not big time. Don't think you're big.
Yeah.
I want to add something to that. So, I'm here in London, and I've had, a lot of those YouTubers on my channel. I've spoken to a lot of them. I speak to a lot of them. The issue is, how shall I put it? Is having the distinction between social media and real life is a little bit difficult for certain people. I'll give you an example. There was one quite a big YouTuber. He's no longer active on YouTube. That me and him, we spoke on Twitter, and I invited him over to my channel. He came onto my channel. Before he actually came onto my channel, I met him at a game. So we had already agreed that he'd be coming onto my channel. I met him at a game, and the guy was humble. He was he was a really, really nice guy, even though his online persona is one of being aggressive, one being tough. He was amazing. He was a really, really good guy. He came onto my show, and we had a good conversation. That's one individual. There was another individual who is a little bit bigger than him when it comes to his social presence, who I also had on my channel. And I met him at the Carabao Cup final a couple of years back when we played Liverpool, when when Kepa shot the ball way over the goal. We had a banter, we had a good chat, and then I meet him a month later. It turns out that he just lives down the road from me, and he's one of the big YouTubers on here. He lives just down the road from me, and I met him on the road, and I said to him, "Hey, how you doing?" And he's like, "Who are you?" And I'm like, "Dude, you've been on my channel. I've spoken to you numerous times, and you don't recognize me. You don't remember me." Like, "Nah, I'm sorry. I just don't remember you." I'm like, okay. So I reminded him. It's like, oh, okay, yeah. How you doing? How you doing? I gotta go. Just walked off. Um, and since that day, he hasn't connected again. And I think the reason why he hasn't connected is because he met someone from the online world on his road. In his ends, and that scared him. I haven't actually restarted him since then because I don't want to intimidate him. Okay, so people find it hard to keep that balance. A lot of these YouTubers, they also get harassed. They get they get attacked in the social media world, and they're afraid that it might happen in their real life, and they avoid that. So I get we want to connect with them. They should connect with us. But I also can understand that sometimes it's not easy for them to do that because of what's going on in their life. So we can't just look at what we see online and think, no, this is who these people are. There are things that happen behind. I mean,
Mo, this is where I stand. When you write, when you have a formal letter written to those people, inviting them to your platform, you get ignored. That's where I'm coming from. Do you think that it has to be with their status, where they think they belong, and where they think that you're trying to invite them to your platform where you belong? So it means that there's a gap. It's just like a rich man and a poor man. I'm a rich person, and
it's
you're poor. Is it the same?
neat. The thing is this: it's the influence that you have. I'll give you an example, and DJ can testify to this. There was a point when we were streaming a couple of years back, where the Blue Lounge, and at the time was called Baggy TV, blew up so big that I was informed that Chelsea players were watching the Blue Lounge and watching the debates that we were having. At the time, it was Baggy TV. I even found out who these players were. I asked them, and I found out who these players were that were watching the channel. And at that time, any YouTuber that I approached to come onto my channel, if they said they can't do it, they actually gave me a reason, and they got back to me, and some did end up coming onto the channel because my channel at that time was very influential, especially in regards to live streams. I've kind of diverted from that. I went back to regular videos because of my my life. I don't have the balance to do live streams. I had to change it. And because of that, the influence factor of the Blue Lounge went down, and now those individuals would not want to be appearing because they're thinking, was it going to benefit me to appear on a channel that is only getting this amount of views? So the influence factor plays a big part. There are channels that are smaller than your channel, than my channel, that are currently having more influence because of the YouTube algorithm, because of the way they're doing their streams, and that's fine, and I wish them all the luck, and I hope they succeed, and I hope they can influence the decision makers. End of the day, that's what we're trying to do, Nee. We're here giving our opinion because we're Chelsea fans, and we hope that someone listens to what we have to say, and hopefully it influences the outcome. It influences the way our club is run because we want to see the best for the club. So it's about the influence. I've had one of the biggest Chelsea YouTubers on my channel, and I've got a good relationship with him. I don't ask him to come back on my channel, even though I've seen him on other channels. I don't ask him to come back on my channel, not because I think he's not going to come, or because it's not going to benefit me. I think it's just not at the right time for the channel to have that kind of content. So I'm trying to balance it out, and that's
Right.
and that's what we can do. And I know your struggles, Nee. I've actually reached out to a couple of people on your behalf to to come on your channel, and it's some people just they don't like to go out of their comfort zone. I come on your channel because you're my friend. This is the channel that I love. I want to support this channel. No, I would hope that you'd hit that 5K, 10K, and above and beyond, because I think you can, and I think you have got the quality on your channel, and it's just a matter of you keeping doing what you're doing, keeping grinding, and keeping trying to get this this attention that your channel deserves. YouTube algorithm will do it eventually, but it's just about being consistent. And one thing you definitely are, Nee, is consistent. So keep doing what you're doing, and it's gonna turn around.
Thank you very much,
Don't
Mo.
one last thing, Nee.
Go for it. Go for
Do,
it.
do not drop your standards. Do not drop your standards. I have seen a lot of channels bring on panels, bring on people who waffle, right? Because they know they're going to get views. They'll come on here, they'll start swearing, they'll start cursing, they'll start giving controversial opinions that are not backed by anything tangible, just to get views. They'll get the views, but that content for me is not worth my time. So don't drop your standards, and keep doing what you're doing, and improving on what you're doing. Don't go the other way.
Thank you very much, Mo. I got this for free. I didn't pay nothing, but look, those advice coming in. This are all free, man. It's some way you gotta pay to get those advice coming from those that knows what they're doing. So thank
Your
you.
bill is in the mail. Your bill is in the mail.
Bruce said, I'm sending you an invoice right now.
Right. I got a few questions here to answer. My brother here, player performance account. I know if you're listening, I have a little explanation. It says the background can be better. Yeah, the background, I can't do nothing with it right now because it's a bricks background. It's not natural bricks. It's just a wallpaper. But
It's going to be better. Trust me.
yeah, anything that is dark, it's darker. There's nothing. Even if you shine the world's brightest light on it, it won't get any better. Can you imagine? I have 3 lights here. I have 3 lights. There's one here. There's one here. There's one on the left hand side. There's one on the right hand side. Also, over here. I don't even know if it. Let me see. There's one also over here, and then there's one on top of my head. But still, you get what I mean. Still, the background still look the same way. So no matter how much light you shine in any darker background, it's never gonna look this until the background is white. Then I will stand out of the picture. That's why sometimes when we do thumbnails, we blur the background a little bit. You put blur in the background, and then the players in the picture stands out. That's the main reason why we do that. And also, regarding the it's a small space, small room that I use it for my studio right now. But I have a bigger studio with a nicer better background, and I'm very very happy for the advice coming from you. Says maybe get some football gear. And then one thing I want to say regarding football gear, I will not wear football gears because I have plenty of them. I only wear them when I'm going to watch games. But if probably you don't know me very well, I'm a reporter.
What was that?
It's DJ. I'm sorry, DJ. Is that you, DJ?
I heard some girl saying I'm going to give you £1 million. What's that all about, man?
Yeah.
Sharing is caring, DJ. Sharing is caring.
DJ, just give some money out. DJ, you're keeping all the money. He's in the
what's
car,
that, brother?
DJ.
Yeah, I'm just about to go off, man. Yeah.
Give some of the money out.
Good.
Give the girl the £1 million, or she's gonna give you £1 million, isn't it?
And he said, give me some of that.
Yeah. I want some of that. Yeah. Like I said, also, we got a lot of things that we're working on, and once we get the studio out, that's when we're gonna get that whatever we have in the pipeline will be established. But it will take a little bit of time, but definitely it's a dream and it will happen. And my brother, I was saying that the reason why I always wear like a straight dress, not wearing jersey, I want this platform, Blueclouds media platform. That's why I didn't make it. I did not make it Blueclouds, Chelsea Blueclouds, or Chelsea that. I tried to make it Blueclouds Media. It's a media company established here in America that has 3 different departments. It has a photographing session where we shoot weddings and portraits and all that kind of stuff. And also the other part is also the podcast area, news presentation, and then some other stuff. So it's 3 different departments in that company where it's been established here in America. And if you go to X, you can see some of the works that I do. in terms of I've been in so many places where a lot of these YouTubers have not even been there. You get what I'm saying? So that is why I portray myself in wearing the straight dress and casual instead of being the fun guy. Because when you come on my studio, the way just like Mo said, don't drop your standards. This is how I want to portray myself. Not just a radical Chelsea fan who starts his live stream and then go on and ranting because I'm so mad. I have to look at the bigger picture, the context behind why Chelsea lost the game or Chelsea won the game. Then we can have a good interaction. I'll calm you down. I'm the guy that will calm you down, but not to raise your nerves up and then start worrying. You get what I'm saying? That's how I want to be now. Still maintain that way. I won't go that negativity trying to get views and all that kind of stuff. Look at AFTV. Look at AFTV. AFTV only get views when the football club loses. You get what I'm saying? Now look at how things are going because the way they portray themselves for Arsenal Football Club in the past, the number of views, I'm sure the number of views they get now is not anywhere compared to what they used to get when they have DT, Kelechi, and all those guys in that, on their platform. You get what I'm saying? So it's all about how you portray yourself. You can balance it a little bit of a talk about the negativity a bit and then balance it out with the positivities and then you leave your stream like that. So I do talk to if you don't know me, I've been right in front of Mauricio Pochettino's face before and I've asked him questions. Maybe you don't even know, but yeah, if you look at my Instagram page right there, I've talked to Reece James. He was the first ever player I ever had an interview with, a short interview. That was my work. You get, but I can get better when things are ready for me. I want to do more. I want to come to the UK. I want to do more in the UK. It's all about time, but I will do it. So,
if you come to the UK, my casa is su casa. Yeah, my house is your house. So
thank you very much,
if
everyone.
you come, you're welcome here.
If
You're
you're a
welcome
good
here.
person, everyone opens his door. Ryan is opening his door for me. Mo has opened his door for me. I'm sure DJ will also open his door for me. Lots
I
of
said
people
that
are
already,
opening
bro.
the door for me, although they don't even know me very well. You get what I'm saying? You guys need to make your background check on me before I come to your house. All
Lee,
right.
just so you know, I also did a bit of boxing back in the day, so I can
Yeah, we can do some sparring. We can do some sparring. Okay, we can do some sparring in there. Beautiful day, Mo. I really appreciate your time that you spent with us. I
My
know you're a
pleasure.
busy guy. You have so much work to do. DJ Saab also. I don't know how much I can thank him. And Steven, my man, he's been with me for many years, thick and thin. Whenever it's bad or
Probably
good.
what, about 3 or so years now?
Yeah, and almost 4 years now. I've been doing this work with this man over here. And guys, I'll say this: I'm open. I haven't paid this guy a penny, not a dollar, not a quid or whatever you guys call it in the
Bill
UK.
is in the mail. Bill is in the
Yeah,
mail.
this guy,
Yeah.
this guy, I owe him a billion. I owe him too much. You get what I'm saying? So we do it for love. But when the time comes, you see the guy himself as Stephen G. But yeah, guys, if you want to see Stephen G on the transfer deadline day, we'll try.
Hang on, let's disclaimer this next bit, yeah?
Yeah,
If the camera is not lagging, my
Right.
camera will be on for deadline day Friday next week.
yeah, you see the man behind that logo. Over
I
there.
checked before, so the last couple of days when I've checked it before we've gone live and after we've gone live, it's been laggy. Today it wasn't. So let's hope next week it's not, and then I'll be on.
Definitely. So
Yeah,
thank you guys.
don't forget the yellow tie, yeah, Stephen, yeah?
I don't have a yellow one.
Yeah, mate.
You
You know,
should have
deadline
Jim
day
White.
like they used to do on Sky. Do you know what I'm saying? Like they used to do on
Jim
deadline.
White.
I know what
everyone
you're on about. I made that same joke about me yesterday.
Yeah, bruv. So you got to make sure So hey, you got to wear it now, bruv. Since you talked about it, you've now got to put that yellow tie on.
I don't
Okay.
have.
Probably I'll try and put a yellow tie on when I come over here. All right. I think Steven, you have anything you want to say, or more? You have anything you want to say before?
I'm good, bro.
Okay.
I just want to say this. You guys had 2 hours of Chelsea talk. You've had 1 hour of YouTube tutorial. You can't go wrong by subscribing to the Blueclouds TV, Blueclouds Media.
Yeah.
You can't go wrong by subscribing to Blueclouds Media. Make sure you subscribe. Make sure you like this content. And guys, was it Swordish? Swordish has been commenting.
Oh.
Big up to Swordish, and that is what it's all about, the community. Yeah, this is why we do it, to build this community, to build this interaction. We provide a platform for you guys. Yeah. So this is a platform for you guys. My channel, Niche channel, the other channels are a platform for you guys. Use them. When Nee says, click on this link, come on, give us your thoughts and opinions, do it. It's good to be, chatting away in the chat. But when Nee's putting that link out there for you guys, come on, give your opinion, because that is going to count. People are going to see it. People are going to take note of it. Yeah. So help the community, but also help the club by getting your voices heard. My platform, Nee's platform, the other platforms. If you have an opportunity to come on and say what you think, do it, because your voice matters, your view matters. Big up to Nee, big up to DJ, big up to Stephen. I got a bounce, but I will catch you guys
Big up,
very,
big up.
very soon. Big
Also,
up, guys.
I'll say this real quick before you go. And a
Yep.
lot of people have got jobs due to the I'll say the way they speak. I'll say how would I say it?
People who have
interactions,
been
the-
on fan channels have ended up getting breaks within the professional media industry.
Absolutely. So
That's how you get
wouldn't
people
know
like,
where your
and
future
I'm
lies.
going to say this however I'm going to say it, right? And whichever one I decide to say it, the real name or the technically slander name, it is what it is, yeah? That's how people like Tory Jennings get on TalkSport.
Yeah, that's right.
Because they
Tory
started
Jennings
out on other fan channels, and then they built up a reputation, and then they got their chance.
That's right.
And we need people who speak more sense than him.
Is it Flex? Is it Flex or whatever the other guy?
100%.
Flex also
Flex.
on Top Sports. Yeah.
Flex
Flex
is
also,
the other
and
one.
some. Yeah, if so, you wouldn't know where the future lies. Just like what I'm doing. Maybe you wouldn't know. Maybe Talk Sports want to say, "Oh, you're a Chelsea fan. Let's read that Chelsea fan over there. He's got a big number. He's got a lot of people on his platform." That's what. And Robbie did the same thing, and Talk Sports screwed him up.
The fans are the ones who decide this. So, like Stephen said, Jennings and others, they're only there because the fans supported them. The fans interacted with their content. Right. So, the people watching the stream, if you want to see Nee, achieve that success, it's really down to you guys to support him to achieve that success. Every time he streams, share his videos. You're all on social media. All of you are on social media. Copy the link, stick it on your Twitter, stick it on your Instagram, and say, look, this channel is live, talking about Chelsea, some good content, give it a click. If every one of you does that once, and one click is all you get, you're doubling his views.
Right.
If 2 clicks is where you get, you're trebling. So you can support people like me by doing that. So please do, and I really have to bounce. So big up to everyone, and I'll catch you all later. Take care. Cheers.
Take care.
Bye-bye.
All right. Thank you very much, Mo. Thank you very much, everyone. DJ Sav, much love to you. DJ, where you going?
I'm off, bro. I'm just popping out, bro. I'm just gonna go and get my daughter from my dad's place.
I was gonna say that you're gonna get your daughter. Yeah.
Yeah, she's there for the half-term minutes, so I'm just gonna go and get her for that.
All right. Save Jenny, DJ. Save Jenny.
Cheers, bro. Peace up. Thanks for having me on, me. All right, big up to everyone in the comments. Like Mo said, everyone smash the like and subscribe to the channel, as always. You know what this guy always does and brings to the community, so just continue to support him, as always. Steve, big up to you as well, brother. I'll catch up with you guys very soon, yeah?
Yeah.
All right, big up, bro.
Peace up. Take care. Bye-bye.
All right, so Stephen G. Stephen.
Yep.
Thank you very much, brother, as usual.
Always, bro, always.
You do. Yeah. So yeah, tomorrow we'll be back with Lukaku again. Tomorrow we'll definitely be back with Lukaku.
Oh, let's hope there's actually movement overnight, please.
Yeah.
I can't have another day of the deal is close. The deal is close. The deal is close. I get it, Romano. The deal is close. You don't need to tell me every day.
Yeah, we get Sterling out, so we Lukaku updates. It's all going to
Bro, if we get Sterling and Lukaku out in the last 8 days of this window, oh, I'm so happy.
Sweaty said, I want to see my brother channel. Thank you, Blue Lounge, supporting for me. Thank you very much, Swedish. Much love to you, my brother. Without you, we wouldn't have what we have here. You have been very, very instrumental to this channel in the few weeks that you've been with us. God bless you. God bless you, my brother. God bless you. I know you sit on high mountain. So yes, keep going, brother. Keep going higher. We love our Chelsea community and the player performance count. Thank you very much. Maybe get some football gear. I got lots of football gear, my brother. I got lots of them. I just don't wear them on the show because I don't want to tag myself as a Chelsea fan alone. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Gear.
You talking to me, Steven?
Gear. It's gear.
Yeah. Oh, gear. I say gear. I was gear. Gear. Yeah, gear. Chelsea gear. Yeah. 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 I have them. I have them. I just don't wear them on the show all the time. But yeah,
that's why we have people like Skylar on, like Ryan on. Last year, I think there was a point we had a Tottenham fan on, we had an Arsenal fan on. Like that's why, because we are Chelsea fans. Me need Chelsea fans, yeah. But we don't. Okay, a lot of the show is Chelsea, but we always try to touch on other teams whenever there's like big news coming out of those teams, because we don't want to restrict ourselves to one fan base.
Right.
We don't want to exclusively be a Chelsea fan channel, so to speak. Hence, why having Ryan on is good. Why having Skylar on for Man U is good, and all these things.
All right, so yeah, we'll get close to you. It's a matter of time. We'll be in the UK. Whatever, if you're in the UK watching us, we'll be there. We'll be there one day, getting live, interacting with you guys, so you can know that we mean business. But Steven, thank you very much. I'll see you on the other side.
Always, bro.
All right, guys. So I always say, Leo Desperados,
hang on to hope.
All right, bye for now. What's up, guys? Welcome back to Blueclouds TV.